Welcome back to this. We're number 54. That's a bold claim because I've lost the number for so goddamn long, so bold claiming number 54. If I'm wrong,
Yes.
strike me dead, Zeus. Anyway,
Well, I don't think Sky Daddy struck you dead, so.
Yet.
yet.
You know, as soon as my bribes go through, I bet. Hold on. Never mind. I didn't say anything. What do you mean?
You weren't supposed to talk about the bribes. There's another grain of sand.
Not a bribe.
Please. Mercy.
Bonk.
It's already up to my ankles.
You know the rules.
And so do I.
No
Say goodbye.
complaining about the living conditions.
Zeus was a bit late, but here it comes.
Oh boy, Puppy.
I wasn't Zeus. I was Scout from Team Fortress 2.
Oh boy, Puppy.
Same
Oh,
difference.
Pepper.
That's a meow meow.
Who else is meow meow?
Egg.
Yeah.
Egg. Egg in this trying time.
Would you like an egg in this trying time? I offer you an egg.
I would love an egg. This egg is mine now. Bye.
I met someone from online in real life.
Shoot.
I handed them an egg.
Oh yeah. I remember. I forgot who it was, but they mentioned that during one of the meetups.
Yes. Is this the combat-y one?
Wait,
Yes,
what?
That's the combat-y one.
What?
I'm trying to find my tunes. I want the beat bots. Beat bot bam.
They want the beep boops.
I want the jamming. What if I just see slash play? What was the last thing? Oh, the queue is empty. Don't worry.
Let's fix that.
Let's fix that.
Let's see. Where's my which mashup album would be the greatest anti-vibe?
No. There we are.
It sounds like some emo shit.
You're an emo shit. Anywho.
Oh.
I thought we were going to need jazzy, like, investigative music.
Wait a minute. You're right. Too soon for this one.
This is like some
I need the other
this
track.
is like
Where's the other
lo-fi.
track?
That was like Lo-Fi Girl.
Yes, the
Type
area
shit.
of Volterra, very much the down music is indeed lo-fi. Because we are in the tech continent. THR. Where is it? Who sent it to me? Who sent me the... Was it Rex? Did you send it to me, Rex?
What? The royalty-free music?
No, it wasn't Rex. Was it Bertle? It was Bertle.
I got some.
I found
the
it.
music I
I found
sent?
it. I found it. I found what I'm looking for.
I got my click clicks. I'm good.
Oh boy.
The first time I'm going to use physical dice in this game.
Eat them.
Okay.
Yummy!
Oh!
I have a dice mold in which I use to make candy dice.
Yeah.
Whenever I want candy Here's the issue is I don't eat sugar. So.
Why do I have 45 notifications?
To where?
Don't ask.
What did you do, West?
I was told to ping. I pinged.
Oh,
It's not my
no.
fault. I just do what I'm told.
Alright.
Very good at listening.
Alright. As we return to our seat, finding ourselves into that bit of a crossroad, trying to figure out which way's which of what we're doing. If we're heading towards the lead, a friend of someone far off the continent, or if we're continuing on to go and look into the actual medicinal clinics of our to-be suspect. Is there any way we know to actually be able to pin this on them? is this just another double misunderstanding? Maybe that's what they want us to think. Maybe it's what we should. We don't know what we don't know. Now the question is, what comes next? Standing here out on the street so low on our supplies, clear as day that the challenges being put ahead of us are much more life-threatening than we ever thought before. And along with everything going on, there's a new piece to the equation. A group, strange robed figures. Star pendulum, some call them. Will we be seeing them again? Only time can tell. This monologue's just staring off into the distance, talking to himself.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Huh? What? Nothing.
Meanwhile,
I'm talking to myself.
Meanwhile, Aura is looking
Yes.
around, panicking, looking for Flick, as he just disappeared.
Oh boy.
So,
He is going to try.
what's the plan?
I'd say we could investigate the clinics, but we need to think of an approach to it, since I think just going in there is not going to get us information we need.
Aura's looking around for Flick.
Actually, yeah. Where did Flick go? Wasn't they here like 2 seconds ago?
Aura's going to use her perception to find Flick
Maybe
using smell.
maybe he went back to the boat we're supposed to fix.
I doubt that's so far away from here.
Baby, I'm
You're
right
worried
here.
About something going wrong.
Did Flick just pop up back?
Where
Or
is
not?
Flick off to?
Well, you see, funny story. I have no clue.
Alright.
He-
You
I'm
tell me
just
which
one-
direction he's heading. DM it to me.
Weast.
Aura's trying to sniff around for Flick.
I hear the fucking dice rattling. It sounded good.
Yes.
Yes, it sounded
Okay.
good.
So
So, roll for precipitation, Hijack.
we're gonna roll for the rain.
So this
Oh, we're
is
Gonna be the I'm the conflict this episode.
so this is gonna be through smell mostly, so it's gonna be at advantage. Yeet. 15.
15.
I think it's 15. Let me double check. Could be 16. It's 16.
16.
Can I roll performance?
Why do you need performance?
Because I want to play some music, see if I can make money.
Sure, roll performance.
I am a bit of a street performer, you know.
Suddenly, Flick accidentally seduces the mayor.
Oh god.
14.
Okay.
Performance on an advance.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh.
Ooh.
Secret lore.
Scouts getting secrets. Be scared.
I'm getting lore.
So, what's going on with the rest of you?
Oh.
I don't
I'm
remember, but I
wondering
think
how to
didn't
approach-
Lim
Or
see
you cannot tell where he went.
I cannot
Didn't-
tell who he went.
didn't Scout cast it kind of in Lim's vision, the invisibility?
I don't know if he cast invisibility.
It was greater invisibility. That's what it was. I'm pretty sure
Well-
he casted it with Lim in sight.
When I last
Because I was around the
left
corner. And
Chime,
okay.
he was knocked out in a cell after defeating 2 skeletons.
Not knocked out, but he defeated 2 skeletons. He's been going. Since the last time, Chime, you guys went to investigate that inn. You guys stayed the night, and Lim.
Oh yeah, the pendulum.
Yeah, Lim was interrogated by the pendulum.
The who, what, nanny now?
Lim,
Huh?
off of us. Did you hear what I? Did you see what I sent to you?
Yeah, I saw the message,
Yeah,
but
they said a phrase to you saying that it was a misunderstanding. That it's very often that constructs are mistaken as scourge creatures. They didn't elaborate.
They think you're a construct at the surface level.
hey, Lim knows this. Was he by himself? Interrogating? Or being
Time
was
was
he by
right
himself?
there.
Yeah, it was just Lim and
Yeah.
them. They cast some sort of one-on-one spell.
Their conversation is private as they could.
So does the party know about this? Is my question. I know it's not important, but
Not
maybe
most
not.
of what was said, but they know they talked with you.
Lim's just gonna keep this to himself.
And Chime and Sir saw that they did something with a knife that Aura knows about, and has explained that it's a knife used to identify certain creatures,
So,
like demons,
well, how do you
Devil.
stab bones?
were-tigers.
The question is, how do you stab bones?
You don't stab. You just touch it.
Well, that draws the point out of the dagger. Why visionize it as a dagger if you just have to touch someone with it?
Because it's cool, damn it.
It would be
also
cooler.
is- it will also
Anyways.
be used as a weapon against such creature.
That makes more sense. See?
It serves 2 purposes.
So wait, does this mean I'm not vulnerable to radiant? Hijack?
Possibility.
Oh,
Were you vulnerable originally?
yeah.
Nothing's changed on that front. I
Oh.
think.
I was gonna
Anyways.
say, we can find out real quick. I'll just
Okay.
thumb the
No.
hammer.
Do you want to try
No,
that
I'm
really
good.
quick?
No.
Wee.
Hell no.
Time cascading bolt.
Roll to hit.
Wee. Oh, wait.
Meanwhile, Aura's
Do you
said-
know what your
you
2
said-
hit mod for guiding bolt is?
Hang on, Hijack. I just noticed you said 2, not
No.
1.
Are you actually casting Guiding Bolt at Lim?
No.
Aw.
No, I won't.
Aw.
Sacred Flame. Cantrip.
Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no.
What type of save is
I'm
that?
good. I'm
Wisdom.
good.
Wisdom.
I'm
Make a wisdom
good.
save.
There, Hijack. I didn't notice she said to roll 2.
I hope you like fire damage from Hellish Rebuke, Chime.
What did you roll?
Nah, I'm joking. I'm still rolling. 15. Or wait, yeah, 15.
15? I believe that is
Yeah.
a fail.
Oh, oh.
As the radiant damage falls upon you, you take nothing.
Never mind. So then, Lim looks at you.
Well, that was quick and easy to learn.
Shakes his head.
Hijack.
And you called me a murder hobo.
You know how much that is, right?
60 copper.
69.
Nice.
Aura just panicked, looking for Flick.
I mean,
Hopefully
it
Flick
is
will turn up.
60, but the amount I have on me right now is 69.
Nice.
Right now, we
Yeah.
should probably
Yeah.
hope that Flick doesn't get himself into trouble. But for now, we should.
You
continue
know
this
he's
case.
going to.
It's Flick.
Nope.
Sir, I know my brother. He likes to get himself into trouble.
Well, how in the world do we find him quickly?
Oh, I got an idea. How far did you go, Scout? Like 600 feet away? How far?
I'm halfway across the city.
Voltaire is very huge.
Voltaire is gigantic.
But how far is the question?
Yes.
It'd be better to take some other more.
Yes, I need a number.
I can't give a number because I can't tell how big the place is.
Over, I'd say. Maybe. I want to say.
Can I roll the of signing to
Maybe
you?
a good
Find out to
800
which street
feet.
I'm on.
He's wandered.
Okay.
At least he's wandered about 2.5 football fields.
2.5 football
Can I-
field. Mm-hmm.
Can I see what street I'm on?
6, 7. Yeah, about 700 feet. Street?
Yeah.
You are on Fellborough.
So you see, Hijack, I have an item.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking at the stats to see how long the range is. Ah! 600 feet. Never mind. Ugh. I have
do you
a
think-
horn of silent alarm.
Damn!
Okay.
Silent Brothers! Woo!
Dang it.
Aura's gonna go off to look for Flick.
Okay.
Aw.
Which direction do you head?
Where's the? I need. You know what? Let me take a D4. Actually, with that 16, do I get a general idea of direction?
16.
The 16 I rolled previously for perception.
I'll
for Flick.
say yes. He's headed in. It's kind of like a cone of a southern eastern direction.
All right, he's gonna go. She is going to go that direction then.
Okay.
I-
Following Aura.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow at least.
Yes, we should.
Monlog,
God damn
you
it.
coming with?
Of course.
Mhm.
Gotta keep my eye on you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not doing a very good job at that.
He can't hear you.
So,
But I can hear my inner thoughts.
Put him in the health.
has Flick moved past the obstacle he found?
Did you say I did?
I'm asking.
Well,
Is that where he sets up, or does he keep going?
I would say where he set up for, and then as he's probably moving on, he probably would start heading back, but then taking a more like a scenic route heading back.
Okay. So, did he set up at the obstacle or past it?
I would say at
At
maybe.
the obstacle.
I'll say at. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of people.
True.
It's a riot, isn't it?
It's like a perfect place for me to do it there.
God damn it.
Just a bunch of people there. It's a perfect place.
Okay. So, as we're going, I'm gonna say because what you're doing takes time and they're actively looking for you, they're probably gonna find you while you're doing it. Or at least when you're finishing up. As you guys start to head off, searching for Flick, kind of spanning out, you eventually start to hear on the horizon the sound of a mob, very quietly getting louder as you approach.
Oh no. I pick up my pace, trying to make sure that if the limb is there, they don't make things worse.
What did I
You
do?
mean Flick.
Or Flick, sorry. Tongue twisted.
You're all crazy in my eyes.
As you guys approach closer and closer, you see this large rally where there are on top of they're all kind of surrounding what looks like a single platform, where on it are these two figures who
Prime gets
now-
flashbacks from his intro.
there are two figures standing on there, one of them looking around angry and just kind of yelling off at the crowd. The other one just kind of sat there slouched forward, just kind of this dead expression, like they just lost something
I love you,
important
baby.
to them.
I try and pick up on what they're saying.
They're the one who seems the crowd or the people on the stage.
The people on the stage.
The crowd is yelling things like that. Shows you, you're no better than us now. Down with the powered. Shit like that. Well, the one on stage is basically yelling off, saying to the crowd in anger that they were just jealous of them, that they were afraid of what they had, and that they had no right for taking it away.
The
Well,
person
I
on the
can't.
stage is defending themselves, and the crowd just took away their magic or something.
That is what you are led to believe.
I don't approve
I'm
of this.
smelling what you're stepping in. All right.
Smells bad though.
I am going to try and show restraint and not get involved in this mess. The last thing I want is for them to figure out what I can do with my deck.
And this
Lemon
is where you
venom.
guys notice Flick, who is currently packing up his some of his bardic instruments.
Or is
What
just gonna
did
run over to Flick.
Flick, what did you do?
Play music.
Flick is gonna get a big hug from Aura.
I'm a bit skeptical considering the giant mob.
That was there when I got here.
It was like this when I got here.
Literally, the riot came to me.
Well, that
I'm
would
trying
mean that
to-
you
I'm gonna see
started
if
it,
this-
right?
Can I roll insight to see if this is actually what he means, or is this just a Ray Kroc of BS that he's trying to feed me?
Sure.
Smells like BS.
Yeah, it smells like BS.
How hurtful.
Let's see.
Where does Flick keep his earnings?
Most likely.
Well, like, where was he gathering it? Was he gathering it in like a hat? Was he gathering it in his hood?
It would probably be in a little bag that he
Little
carries
bag.
around.
Oh, okay.
30-20.
20? That okay. Flick. Tell them what they sense.
Yeah, I was walking around. I saw a crowd. I walked to the crowd. Saw that the two people on stage were like fighting and nothing was happening really. And you just see me say, "Perfect place."
There were 3 people on stage when you were there.
Yeah.
Third one left.
And I said, "Perfect place," and I just start setting up my stuff. If he's like reading my mind, that's what that's what he sees, I guess.
He Flick's
I wasn't
honest.
I
He's not
should-
lying to you.
Okay. Very, very strange location to set up for just playing instruments. Literally
mean-
at a riot.
I mean, there's a lot of people here.
Come on, let's get out of
Who
here.
are angry?
More trouble stirs.
Well, yeah.
More.
Just means I
us-
get to I
us-
just get to be good.
I just say in a hushed tone, us being here is enough of a risk. Come on.
Or it's like, come on, Flick, and ear pull.
Don't pull me.
I'm gonna pray the crowd doesn't see us, considering we stand out like sore thumbs.
I mean, I got 60 copper from all of them.
But especially some of the even more exotic among us might draw problems.
Among Us.
Shut.
I hate my life. I'm so sorry.
Get out of here. You're banned.
I regret that game ever existing because it's ruined that
I-
phrase forever.
Anyways, I have money. Not a lot of money, but money.
Now
It's
that we've been sufficiently sidetracked from the actual investigation.
good that you got money, Flick, but don't fucking do that.
Is that enough money to fix the ship?
Oh hell no!
60 copper.
Well-
The 60 copper count is to get rid of it.
Well, that's the problem. Isn't the money? It's the materials. We need to stop the freaking riots and all that from happening, and get the country out of its emergency thing that is funneling all of the artificers' materials to the pretty much militarizing the city.
Hmm.
But we also have the investigation into trying to clear our names here. So we kind of need to solve that first. Get our names cleared, and then we can get back to what we were trying to figure out.
And maybe, you know,
GM,
looking
what is
at-
our cannibal
Bond
buddy
log?
party member doing right
Oh.
now?
Cannibal?
Yeah.
That is a-
Antanoon?
That is a very, 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 very big stereotype.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said.
They're chilling. Following along.
Chill.
Mo- Honestly, we just call them skinwalkers.
Let's just keep moving. And I've completely lost my train of thought and forgotten the plan I had to formulate to try and actually investigate the frickin' clinics.
I don't think Hijack was expecting that.
What about clinics? I wasn't here last session.
The clinics that are tied to the person who tried to frame us for murder.
Well, we should probably go to one of those, right?
Yeah, but I don't really know how we should approach this problem. Because I think
We
just walking in ain't gonna get us anything.
I mean, we do have
I wonder.
an investigator with us.
True.
Question.
But what do we ask? How do we approach this?
I think we let him do the talking.
Question, Hijack.
Monlog is
Loud
currently
and
talking to his street post.
Well, actually, I listen into how he responds to the street posts, since he can talk to a lot of different things. Maybe he catches something. At this point, I'm kind of just rolling with it. to realize
wonder-
that he could maybe get insights that
It
we
sounds like
couldn't.
he's talking to a lot of things at once, and he's trying to hush a few of them down at a time to try to listen to one specifically.
Hi, Jack.
You hear him go, okay, listen, one at a time, please. I'm trying. I would love to hear all of your voices, but I can only really listen to one at a time. So can you all commune together, pick one candidate, and let us talk one-to-one? That'd be great. Thank you. What happened here? You watch as a little termite pops its head out of the post.
Uh-oh.
Wood.
Woody.
Oh god, it's the bees all over again.
Hi,
As
Jack.
He's talking to it, and he says, yeah, they don't got no clue.
You got no clue?
They ain't got no clue.
Damn.
Let's try to get closer to one of the shops.
Hey, do you know what happened here? He looks over at Flick.
With the whole crowd?
At Flick.
I know exactly what happened here.
Oh, great. That makes everything so much easier. What happened?
We were framed.
Okay, we're kind of past that realization.
Oh, then I have no clue.
Hold on, let me
What
clarify.
happened here in this crowd?
Oh, and this crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we moved on from it.
You were about to, but you were...
Or face palms.
He was hiding something. Or just being a
No.
clown.
Or
He's
both.
being a clown.
Anyway.
From what I saw, there was a sorcerer and a wizard and someone else that didn't look like either of them, so didn't really care. And they were either like fighting, but they couldn't use their magics, or they were just doing gang signs at each other. I don't know.
What did the third person look like?
As I scroll through the notes.
Wonder if that's the person who had the gold, who has that.
Some road figure, I guess.
Somewhat.
A robed figure.
What color were the robes?
Hi, Jack. The robe color just happened in the thing, so what color were they, if I remember?
Copper. Kind of like a brown.
Like brown. Okay.
Just get dogs.
Something tells me stay away from people that have copper robes. Brown robes.
Or
I
like
mean,
a
I have
brass.
copper.
Well, at least if they look very menacing.
Kind of
Golden
brass.
brown.
Like a brass robe. Almost in its coloration.
Like, would it have like brass lining?
It was a very simple robe. It wasn't fancy at
Simple
all.
robe.
It is really like someone just
Okay.
grabbed some sort of potato bag, like a very big potato bag, and shulled it over themselves.
Give me a second. These dogs won't shut up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, potato bag robe. We'll go with that.
But hi, Jack. Would I remember like the layout of the front of the mansion that I used to live in, like the security and stuff? Probably changed a bit, but
You don't remember a lot of it. You only remember glimpses of your past life that Azazel allowed you to have.
not real. Do I remember where it was?
Yes. You and Seraph would both know the. I remember someone was asking where it was. What is it called? Dawn Valley. What was the term? What is the term someone asked for where all the rich people conjugate?
Well, it depends on what context. Manor. or-
No. Was it like Don Valley or what was it called? Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills sort of situation.
Timothy.
Well, Beverly Hills is where the Hollywood elite go.
Yeah.
If there's a similar thing here, just call
There's
it
basically
Beverly
an island where a lot of the nobles. There's some islands that the nobles live on, off of Volterra.
Hills. I'm guessing that's where we're
your
find it.
family, Liam, is located on own one of these islands.
Like they have an entire island.
They have. Yeah, there is a cluster of islands off the northeastern side of the continent of Rodovista, which is the side closest to which is one of the sides that have one of the nicer docks, which has a ferry and some personal boats that make their way to what is known as the Noble Islands.
Oh, and my family does like the medicine stuff, right?
Yes, your family lives on the fourth island, which is not the biggest one, but it is a pretty well-sized one that is kind of pushed back towards in the cluster. It is probably the most spaced away one. There are 8 of them, and yours is probably the most disconnected one.
Mm-hmm.
So for secret demonic rituals.
Yeah. They are
Yeah.
referred as the Noble Island. They're referred to the Noble Isles, the islands of some people who don't like them call them the Isles of Greed, or they're just called the. They are also referred to properly as the scrolling
Meat Island.
Meat Island.
The islands of rich fucks.
Oh, no.
Island of Rich
Island
Ales.
of Rich Fucks.
Capitalism Isle.
Capitalism pile.
I'm sorry, hijack, but honestly, all the scenarios that we've been in just reminds me of One Piece. This is literally just the sticking story of when Luffy almost got killed by like being set on fire when he was a child.
Except we're not children.
It is referred to as the Pillar The Pillar Archipelago.
Hollow.
No, don't say anything, Scout.
It's a
None of this is One Piece. I also
I
Definitely
already
a place
said
for
it.
pillars of
I
the
already said it.
community.
As soon as
It is known
As-
as the Pillars Archipelago. That is its
Huh.
proper name.
Pillars or Apollo?
I'm guessing there are bridges that connect all the small
It's
islands.
Apollo.
Hollow.
So, would they make the medicine in the mansion, or do they have like a factory or something?
They have a factory on the island where
On the
they
island.
export wares from.
Export. Okay.
They picked that specific
I-
island not because it was so far off, but because of where it's set. Its climate is specific enough for certain its climate is kind of a mix between almost a jungle and a tundra.
Mm.
It is it has a lot of plant life in it, and it has these cold spots that are great for if you need help on preserving something.
I think I have a plan.
Well, mind telling us this plan? Because I was about to just say we go to the clinic.
We
and
know
just
we
ask
know
if
we know how
there's-
most of the people on this island hate the noble. Well, actually, hate the nobles, right?
Yeah, but it's their hate's being more channeled towards this
Well,
rioting.
they don't really hate the nobles. Don't really do much,
Oh.
except for they hate the nobles in the way that we don't like Bezos. It's like how they're rich people, stop hoarding money. It's not like they actually. They don't have. They don't have a hand in government, air quotes.
I think
Debatable.
we do a little stakeout. See what time the exports and deports arrive. Ask whichever driver looks the most likely to be susceptible to bribe, and we bribe him. Take the ship, get on the island, and dig up some dirt.
Or you could just take one of the tours.
Oh, there's
Or-
tours.
Of course, they're rich people.
Oh,
Or and stop me if you have already thought of this. We could just go in loud and proud.
That sounds like a horrible idea, Time.
yeah. Because remember how that went last time? By that I mean
Where one
a
of
few
our
days ago.
members killed someone in cold blood
Yeah,
just because they felt like it.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a plan.
Yeah,
And at the behest of somebody else, or just look straight at Lim.
Hey, he suggested it. They suggested the plan. I went with it.
So it is number 4 is number 4
The
to
fact-
our known list is Stone Pharmaceuticals.
The
That
fact
is
that
the
you
island.
knew better, because you know that they do deception. The fact that you knew about that and should know better.
And were you not falling for her deception?
Again, you should know better.
So let her convince you to turn against him. Whatever. Let's get off this topic. Let's just go see about a tour or something.
Yeah, that sounds like
I-
loud
I'm
and proud
just,
to me.
I'm just saying,
I suggest we.
do the smart thing.
I didn't know what kind of deception she would use. And trust me, if you've seen someone who's tortured you for all your life, you'd want to kill them. But whatever. Let's get off this. What we need to do is take a tour, probably. Scope out the land, see what all they changed while I was away. Then maybe take another and then think of something.
Yeah.
We at least need to scope out the land before we even think about going loud and proud time.
Well, loud and proud can be interpreted.
Not if you don't know how many guards there are, how many. There's plenty of factors that could go wrong
That's
with
why
that.
we take the tour first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We definitely take the tour first, no matter what we do.
Then we
Yeah.
decide what version of loud and proud we want to go with.
If it comes to that,
Yeah, it
I think
totally
we'll
won't come to
start with
that.
the stealthy stuff, though.
Wink. Try and winks at you.
Wink.
I think what we could do. How big is the island, by the way? Is it like 600 feet big?
More.
More. Oh gosh. So it's an actual fucking island.
Yes, it's an
Yeah.
archipelago.
Oh yeah. Okay, never
It's a
mind.
bunch of small islands.
It's an archipelago full of rich fucks.
Yes, it's a rich fuck archipelago.
Okay.
If we're going to ever try to do this, I think it's best we be discreet as possible.
hmm
Right, to start with. And then we murder all the nobles.
Sounds like a plan.
Boss boss.
That are
Or
directly related.
face palms.
Not all of them.
I think Lem needs to make a list, and we
A
follow that
lit.
list.
A hit. Oh, I'm about to get suspended from school.
Oh no.
A
Are you about
lit.
to name a? Are you about to name a? Are you about to name a fucking folder hit list?
Yes.
God damn it.
Oh God.
Actually, I'm just gonna open notes in my
This
fucking.
is the layout of the current. This is a very rough layout of not a fancy map of the archipelago. I'm putting it inside of D&D chat. There are a few unnamed ones, and there are a few not completely made yet ones, and a few made ones.
Going to 4.
Anybody being upset if I call them Rich Fuck Island number 1, 2, and 3?
I wouldn't.
There's 6. I mean
There's
8.
six.
My bad.
Excuse me, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I'm guessing
and
there's
8.
no bridge or anything connecting them. We have to use boats to get around to them.
Correct.
Unfortunately,
And
our
throwing
boat's
that-
kind of in dry dock, and it would be a lot less conspicuous.
We'd take one of the tour boats.
where the tour boats at?
Probably on the pier near the
Northeastern
island.
pier.
To the pier!
Is that where we're going?
So we have
As Lim's walking, he's trying to remember the things about his family.
You can't really. You
Oh.
only have been given like these
Names.
not name. You've been given these the
Flashes?
specific memories you've been given. The best way to put it are kind of handpicked in a way of bad shit they've done to you in your past, things to remember to hate them for.
Hmm. So what about
Like
the ones that we talked about?
which
The one that
one
the nicest one.
The nicest one was the nicest one in the sense that he didn't do anything to you, but that was the issue. He wouldn't stand up for you either. He was in all terms a bystander in a way.
Neutral. Yeah.
Not neutral. He wasn't happy about what was happening to you, but he also didn't put in any effort to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like an enabler.
Huh?
It could be. That was Atticus. That was Atticus Ewell, your father.
No, I thought it was. Oh, maybe.
Atticus.
But
That's your
I
father.
thought Jamon was the one.
Jamon.
Because we talked about him having.
Oh wait,
the
Jamon was the
game
one that was actually nice to you.
Yeah.
Yes, Jamon was the actual one who was nice to you. Yes, Jamon was properly nice to you. He was the only family member who, out of all of them, actually respected you and spoke up for you, and he would get punished for it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like
I
an
think
enabler.
Lim would try and remember them on a list of what all they've done wrong. Well, actually, no. Lim doesn't need to make a list right now. Because they probably don't live together anymore.
Maybe.
Lim, the way you're describing these people sounds awful. Do we really need to be polite with them?
Just one. Just try not to kill any guards or bystanders is what I mean. Innocent people don't need to die for what these people have done.
Right, but if this is the personal residence, how many innocents are there really?
I mean, they're rich. They probably have factory workers.
In their house?
The sweatshop.
No, they had it's a sweatshop, yeah. Not in their house. It's like a factory, from what I've heard. Beside it.
They have a few.
Yeah.
So we sound the alarm first so that people can run away. then we burn it down.
But if we think about,
They were
oh god,
contemplating burning down factories.
what?
I made note of
But
this.
I think we make sure not to burn down any of the factories, just the mansion. The factories at least provide for people.
Stand corrected.
Time says
I want to kill them very
I'll
much, but if
resist
I
my
have to be
urges for
smart
now.
about this.
Wait.
Hmm?
Hi, Jack.
Hello.
The way to Lim's family's island and the dock to go there is in the north?
Okay. Northeast by east. So the eastern, so from the southern eastern side to the upper eastern side, to a little bit past that is all water side.
Alright. And
You guys
what-
came in from the closest
and-
dock on the south.
alright. And where's the dragon?
The dragon is far north,
Yeah, we're
Oh,
not
no.
going there.
out of Volterra. You would have to travel out of Volterra.
Yeah, we have enough things we're dealing with. Let's not add another to the pile.
Volterra only occupies maybe the bottom fourth of this continent.
Oh! Of Volterra, I thought meant the continent.
No, Moto Vista is the whole continent. Volterra is a segment of it.
Alright.
Anyway.
Hi, Jack.
Sup?
Do you remember when I was Gek
Uh-huh.
and I was following,
Oh boy.
and then I eventually broke Lim's mom's spell and found and gave the information that it was just a random civilian?
Yo-ho.
Didn't she talk to me? Like when I figured it out, or did I see her at the end when I broke through?
I'm pretty sure you saw her at the end.
Yeah, where was she? She was like following us, like with me, right?
No, she was observing the body.
Oh, just like from a rooftop somewhere?
No, she was kind of standing off into, not an alley, but she was standing off against a wall where you guys were originally talking to her, as if like during the conversation she walked backwards. And she was standing there leaning against the wall, and the way the expression she had on her face to be described was not one of someone who was impressed.
Did she know I was a gecko? Did I tell that?
Confused now.
Hold on. Looking into our DMs, because that'll tell us all.
Hmm.
The DMs will reveal all
the DM
things.
reveal all. Okay. So here's the sense. She didn't know you were a gecko. When you saw her was when she returned to the crime scene after the cops started
Taking them off.
not taking them off, started setting up a what happened here scenario when Monlog was actually doing detective work, staging.
Oh, like in the back of the armored cars?
No. So there were two things happening. The armored cars were taking them away as a group of detectives were starting to set up the scene.
Yes.
There's more Monlog?
Monlog is the best detective, not the only detective.
Whoa.
It was at this point with all the yellow tape that, along with her, a crowd of few people kind of came to see what the fuck was going on, why there was a gunshot in their neighborhood.
Yes. Did I see which way she left the crime scene?
Yes. She actually headed east.
Which would put her heading towards the docks.
Yeah. Oh,
So, wait, hold on. Can I please ask, just to clarify everything, since my brain's getting a little shuffled?
Sure.
So, what we're talking about was when we were all discussing with the fake, and he saw the actual one leave, right? Or
So
am I-
when he's talking about when we were discussing with the, you guys shot the fake.
Wait,
You guys
Noon Noon didn't actually murder anybody?
no, she killed a civilian instead.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's who I've been referring to as the fake.
Yeah. You guys were carted away. They were assessing the scene. And, well, maybe the 30 minutes of while you guys were being... 30 minutes of while you were being carted away, that's when people came to the scene, and she was one of them.
Checking her handiwork, I guess.
Not... maybe. You, all Gek remembers is that she was looking at the scene, and it was a face of someone unimpressed. Like, I don't know how to put it other than...
She thought
just
Lim
look-
would do better.
Yeah. She seemed unimpressed.
Lim disappointed her yet again.
She seemed
Mhm.
disappointed.
And so she was going towards the docks after that. Heading towards.
She went east.
Yeah, that. I have a feeling she's not gonna be home, but that's just me. I could be wrong.
We'll see. Open a big quickly bag really quick. Crinkle crumble.
Well, question then becomes, if we're heading towards her home, what the hell are we doing there? We can't
Knocking on
just
the door.
confront her and just say, you used illusion magic on us and tried to frame us for a murder.
Yes.
Wait.
Monologue goes, you think that would work?
No.
Very skeptical.
I have proof in my head if someone can psychically extract it.
You don't have proof?
The problem is, memories can be altered and changed. We need something concrete, something that can't be altered by her, in order to concretely prove what she's doing.
Like the buildings?
Or
Well, the buildings might not give us direct answers, but something
said she-
inside them, maybe.
you said she
Like
wasn't going back
portal
to the
or
mansion.
record or something. Don't know.
Wait. Fideli.
Huh.
You said she wasn't going back to the mansion.
In
That
the
means-
direction.
She was going in the direction? Or she
Yeah.
wasn't going in the direction?
Well, no, hijack heading back to the docks to presumably go back home, correct?
She was heading east. That's the direction of the dogs.
I don't feel like my mom is too inept on magic. I mean, on medicine. I kind of agree with you that she wasn't going there. It just seems something like that she wouldn't do. After the family broke up, they all split apart. I think someone else is actually living in the mansion. He's somewhere watching from a distance. I think we should check around the dock.
Or well, she sent us to the lavish place because she owns it?
You what?
Connection there.
Connection.
You what?
The rich place that she did give us money for.
You what?
The hotel where you met the demon people.
The one that
Anti-demon people.
Huh? You kind of cut out hijack.
The one that
When
Lynn
you're-
doesn't know about.
Oh crap. Yeah. Oh god, you weren't there for that.
I
do
mean,
you-
if you can get.
2 sessions
Hey.
ago, do you remember when she gave us money for a
she was here
hotel
for the
room?
session. He was here for the session. That was a conversation that happened away from Lynn, in secret away from him.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, but we
Because
no,
Lynn was
but didn't
being
we tell
accused
him
of
because
planning a murder.
You
no,
didn't
yeah,
sleep
because
there, did you?
his mother
You
gave
didn't
us
go-
a little bit of money for the hotel,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the whole
She-
thing happened,
she
and then
gave
gave
you,
us the
she gave you
voucher for the
money
hotel.
for the hotel and its place, in secret, not telling in a way that Lim didn't know, and that was the hotel you guys stayed at.
oh, no
Was
one.
that-
Oh, hey Lim, guess what? Your mother has connections at that hotel.
Which is why I went there.
Yes.
We went to a hotel that she has connections in, where she could probably spy on us. Correct?
Where else were we supposed to go?
That's
Yes.
why
I
we
am-
were prepared
I
for
am-
it to be a trap.
Yeah. And then the demon people came, but I assume that's unrelated.
To the place she has.
Okay, it was the only lead I had. Can you blame me for going towards any lead that I could think of?
No.
So wait, do we have a long rest there, or?
Yeah, we did get a long rest.
Oh, then I'm
Yes.
back. Okay.
We got the effects of a long rest.
It was not a long
Okay.
rest, but you got the effects of a long rest.
So I got my spell. Well, I would get my spell back because I'm
Yeah. Warlock
hit dice
power.
back.
Yes.
Yes.
So full health,
Er-
spells, all that.
Everything. Okay.
We got the
We're
effects of the
introducing
long rest.
modifiers into the sanctuary system.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Everything
we
back,
yeah
cooldowns back.
went to the rich hotel.
Uh-huh.
I assume that the anti-demon hunting, werewolf hunting people are unrelated to her. I'm assuming they could be tied together, but
could've
we
gone
didn't find
a tip from
anything
her
on
that-
her.
Actually, hold on.
Where was that hotel located?
That is on
Was
the
it located
western side.
east? Oh, never mind.
Hold on. Didn't the Star Pendulum say that they got lead on Lim?
Got a tip.
Got a tip.
Tip.
Wait, hold on. Lim said that because the family broke up, she's probably not living there. Could we just find oh god, go to a local library and see who currently lives in their mansion? Wouldn't that be public record? Or would that be too private because nobles?
I don't know.
Crap.
I know the family's probably went to shit since I've left. Is that like? I guess we could go check and see.
Yeah, just
Wouldn't
drop
hurt.
in, I guess, and make sure.
Although I don't know why people would want to. I don't know why they would want people to think they're breaking up. Well,
However,
splitting apart.
the mother has been the face of the noble family, especially as appearances with the governor.
I love this idea. Loud and proud to the library. Let's go.
I don't think it'll really help.
No, better just to check in person, probably. That's more...
Right.
I still feel like that is a trap, though, because illusion magic and the servant answers the door, and oh my god, Slim's mom, shoot her again, and then we kill another civilian on accident.
Then maybe we
You said
actually
she was
take our
nearby.
fucking time instead of immediately as soon as you see someone that looks like his mother, shooting them.
Hey, that was a new suggestion.
We learned the lesson the first time. We didn't know she could do that. And also, I want to point out that Hijack said that the only reason she could do that is because you were giving her more time or something, because you were talking to her for extra, and then she had like 6 seconds before the door opened, and then she switched with the civilian, and then Anun blew the civilian's head off instead of hers.
She sensed when Lim split off, she started to sense bullshit. When Lim left is when she started to do her swap out.
Mm.
She's a smart woman. She's not going to play a dangerous game.
I still feel like we were close though, because she was like in the middle of a deep conversation with Seraph, and then I think, didn't you say that she did like the swapping because we saw like magical hand signals in like the last 6 seconds
So
before?
she laid out her swap in the whole thing where she was talking about the game.
Oh,
When she was talking about the game.
yeah.
The game you just lost because now you're thinking of the game, but
What'd you say? Anyways,
it just got really quiet.
So she can't. Well, she has illusion magic, so she can absolutely change her face. So searching for her in packs or hunting packs is probably not going to work at all.
You don't know about illusion, which is enchantment magic.
If we could figure out if she's like a common appearance, if people just like not even her skimming, if people just see her on the daily or once a week or something like that, and we know she's around.
they do. They do during the mayor's
Showing with
meeting.
The governor.
Oh, that's a place to start.
Whenever the governor has a large-scale addressing showing, the head of every noble house, the 8 noble houses, all attend. The head face, that is. The active head is who shows up. Like, one of the heirs wouldn't show up. But if one of the heirs became the head, then they would show up.
I think what we need to do, and you're not gonna like this, Seraph, we need to make the riots a bit worse to cause another big-scaled public address and follow her to wherever she goes.
With how easily, because no one saw proof of her doing the swap during the conversation, I feel like she could just do it again. I feel like
wasn't she so completely surrounded by party members at the moment?
Because it was pretty close to a full encircling. Yeah, like at least half of her was.
Yeah, it was like me in the front, her right behind me. Then there was like
us in a ball.
4 or 5 other people like surrounding her from the back.
Yeah.
How the hell did she pull a switch through that?
I thought she did it whenever Lim left, not right before she was shot.
She did before.
No, yeah, it was before, but even still, how? Like,
the moment to switch then.
Yeah, how did no one notice the civilian get ensnared?
Right. There was, from my recollection of events, there was no place to pull a switch. If she tried to pull it right before the event happened, she would be too surrounded for an exit, and any other time, she would freaking be too busy talking to me to freaking pull the switch. If she tried to move away, I would have noticed.
Right.
So, where did the switch happen?
Before? That seems like the only logical place. It wasn't her in the first place. It was the fake from the start.
At least you think.
What was that?
She didn't start casting the spell until during. At least that's what you think. That's what your memory leads you to believe.
Oh yeah, memory's gonna be
she can...
Memory's gonna be unreliable here. We need physical evidence to be 100%.
Oh, yeah, and looking back on that, I feel like if we're comparing, I feel like then that would... I don't know if we can tell this if we're thinking really hard, but I feel like that would be a fake, because if we have very, implanted memories of her doing some very minor magical motions, I feel like that has to just be a complete and utter lie. Just to help sell whatever the hell happened. I think she's in over her head because of how...
Did only start showing up after the fixing of the memory, the going over that something happened, only occurred once the cracks were starting to be seen.
Right. As soon as we started poking holes in what happened.
Mhm.
What if?
Started comparing the differences. Only then,
What?
the memory of what exactly happened is it returned to all of you. You've just been able to poke holes in it. You see that there are
Incongruities.
incongruities between what each of you remember.
Discrepancies?
Yeah, discrepancies.
Yeah. That I don't want to be a downer to Lim, but I don't think we can make a move on your mother then, because I think we just don't have enough to find her, the real one.
Unless you didn't know, because you have to see, you have to know they're there in order to cast on them, right?
For most spells, yeah.
Most spells, they need a target. Yes, you
Oh,
cast
my
it.
work's calling
You
me. One
need it
second.
on a target you can see within range.
My work's calling me. I just got it. 1 second.
How do we approach this problem then? Because in order to make an accusation, we need proof. And not proof
And
that it could literally be refuted with, oh, mental magic could have been used to just fuck with what they were thinking.
we need to get Mama Dearest away from her home turf, where she has lots of connections.
Mono? You have any ideas?
You do know you're asking me, a man of the law, how ways to contemplate to kill a noble, right?
No, not that part. God damn it. Wait a second. Hold on. I just came up with an idea. If Mono can actually discuss things with things she wouldn't normally think to cast illusions from, or to, maybe we could go back to the scene, and he can discuss it with the things around there and see what they saw.
Yeah, you can talk to
I've
windows and
already-
doors and stuff,
I've
right?
been to the scene.
Well, did you find anything? Or what did you find there? That might help us get some more ideas on what actually happened, since our memories were a bit scrambled by her in our current theory.
Well, we registered it as a gunshot. A gunfire
We know that.
fight. So we were only looking for things of a gunfire fight.
Well,
Is
did you
what
discuss
the
with...
report says?
Hmm.
I, however, don't ever look at something as what they just are.
Probably on the best.
Now, I was looking at it, and off of what I found, there was magic leaves imprints. Okay?
Right.
Spells leave traces of what they once were. A spell that was cast in a spot they leave marks in the world. These invisible, hidden marks that through certain things you can see. And
Generally places where the weave gets tugged in certain ways.
right, where certain magics are pulled upon, ripped into our world, and used. You don't really know what the magic is, but you can usually see what's pulling in. Now,
Right.
I found residue of fiend magic, and I believed that was your skeleton friend here, because he's a fiend.
Don't remember him casting any spells at that time.
I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Hold
Okay, I'm
on.
back. What's going on?
Did you cast any spells when you were planning to ambush your mother? No.
No.
He did not.
Why?
But could you humor me, at
Sure.
least?
You're a
Let's-
part of an
I will-
investigation team right now, where I'm not humoring anything.
Right.
We are actively working together, mano a mano.
Right. I want to go back to the scene I want to see if you can use your ability to get information on what happened before the incident. When we were talking to what we thought was that lord or that lady, I want to see what others may have seen
You
and
want me
heard.
to act out the scene in the eyes of the caster?
No, I want you to use your powers that allow you to just talk to things like plants and small creatures and things that she wouldn't have thought. If what I'm thinking of is
I did
truth.
talk to those things, and they all describe the exact same thing. A group of people meeting together with a woman, and they lured her into the shop and killed her.
Okay. And there was no switch or anything? Strange.
I'm willing to go back and look at it. We're not too far from there. It's just back where
Right.
we were.
I just want to
Maybe
double check.
try a couple houses down,
Right.
like out
Something
of like 100 feet, and see if you can find anything.
Here,
Right.
let me ask this one. You bring me to where you saw her walk back to the scene, because I overheard that. How about you do that for me?
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
head there.
Okay. You guys spend the next bit. You bring Mon back there. As Mon walks up to the scene, he looks around. Okay. This is where she was standing, right here? The left, the right?
I differ to you. Yes. Exactly. Or. Which. So she was like.
He's asking where in the crowd she was standing, who was observing.
Yes.
Where
Would
was she
she be
standing?
like
Like
right
here?
up against the building or in the middle?
She
was
kind of
there
in the
first,
middle of
right?
No. She was there maybe fifth. She
Oh.
was kind of in the crowd.
Yes. Okay. So yeah. So then before and then after she walked away. Down.
Mono wants to know where she was last seen. Here?
Oh, then I'd give fifth position in the yellow tape, and then also I'd point or try to, because I saw her as Gek walking further down the street east to presumably the dock. So give.
He's more asking where in the crowd she was standing when she was observing. That's what he's asking.
Oh, so she was like dead center, correct?
Dead center to the right, kind of. You bring him to the spot?
Yeah, dead center to the right.
Alright. This is where my last encounter mattered. This is where I was coming back to view the scene. Unimpressed about what was done. But where did I come from? And you watch as Mon takes out what looks like a monocle, and he puts it up to his eye, and he closes his eyes for a second, and then he opens them again, and you watch as his eyes are white.
He's got
Wait a sec,
rabies!
before-
No pupil, no iris. White.
That's not rabies,
You
is
start-
it, Monlog?
You hear this as he opens his eyes. You hear this very soft, kind of like a ghost's howl. Oh,
All right, I'm heading out later.
See ya.
Really?
Detective, are you okay?
Can I see if his soul is?
You watch as he. You look at his soul.
Yeah.
Okay, you see two souls. You watch as he puts his arms behind, as he starts to walk backwards, retracing steps.
Guess I follow, hoping this will help.
I was heading towards the scene. I'm hearing the sirens head away. I knew that this time out of others, if I was to remake an appearance to see what happened, it would be now. I feel like the power of being able to know what did happen is better than knowing what didn't. So I decided I needed to go back. Needed to know whatever I did either worked or turned out in a way that benefited me. Step back. I'm at a safe distance now. I observe them. 30. No. Too close. Further. He steps back more. 60 feet. This is where I was standing. I was observing them from here. I cast something. Something to make it... What did I cast? No. I didn't cast anything. I dropped something. What did I drop?
Lem is going to
magic?
look down.
He's talking in the aspect of Arcana. He's investigating Arcana.
Oh.
Okay. No. This isn't right. How did I get here? That's what I dropped. How did I get here? Did I teleport? No, I didn't teleport. Was I alone here? He steps off to the side and investigates the spot. He crouches down, he touches the dirt, and he tastes it. I wasn't alone. This wasn't a solo job. I was not by myself. I knew I was in danger. I knew I was making a risk. I knew I had to cover my ass. He walks back towards the scene. I came from... And you watch as he looks up as if he's seeing invisible threads in the air as he follows it back to the center point where she was standing. At the time, she would have been where she was standing, where you would presume when she was casting something. This is where I was. I cast a spell. Fiendish magic in nature is what I pulled upon. Or did it pull upon me? Fiendish magic pulled upon me. It pulled me there. But what did I pull? But what was pulled here? A bystander? But why were they here? He follows back in the motions that she was swaying in almost, as she was moving through with the conversation. I'm here. I'm speaking. And now I'm waiting. They're inside the building, chatting to someone. I'm ready to face the group. Ready to face someone in here. But I need to be careful. What I have to do is already set up. What did I have to set up? Oh, his pupils come back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Can I see if the other soul is gone now?
The other soul is gone.
Welcome back.
That was a neat trick.
He kind
That
of nibbles
confirms
on
what
his
we
finger.
suspected.
She didn't cast any mind-altering magic, though, at this point.
What
That means the spell
happened?
was already... That means the spell could have already been cast. You watch as he takes off the monocle and he changes it. You watch as he takes off his hat. You watch as he takes off the belt he has on his hat and he ties it around his forehead.
Okay.
He cracks his neck and he dislocates one of his fingers.
Whoa!
You hear that sound again. That hushing whisper sound as his eyes open again.
Can I check back in on his soul?
2.
Can I see if it's different?
It is a different one. I'm a tricksy sort. I always like to play games. Was this a game? Was I playing with someone? Feels like a game. At least I'm having fun with it. Oh, the plans I made leading up to here. I was so giddy. I was so ready. Step, step, step. He starts walking backward in a quicker motion. He stops that 60 foot away. He looks to his right. He puts out his hand as if he's making command.
So she did cast the spell before she arrived. Interesting.
I draw upon fiendish magic to make a demand upon something. It stops here. Step, step, step. And you watch as monologue stops as his eyes roll back up properly, and he pops his finger back into the socket and he takes off the belt and he ties it back to his hat as he looks around and goes, "What will be?" Now that he's at maybe the 100-foot mark.
Well, based on your monologue, it sounds like this was where cast that fooled us.
So Monologue's eye color is different from what it normally is. He normally has kind of a blue eyes normally. His eyes are currently golden.
I'm not gonna bring it up right now since I'm kind of focused on what revelation he may have made.
Here, come see this.
Lem goes over.
I come on over.
He offers
go
his
over.
hand.
Lem grabs it.
He has 2 hands to offer. Who takes the other hand?
I grab it.
Okay. And he's going to cast a spell on you. He is casting Tale of the Weave. This
That's a new
is
one.
a special type. This is a type of magic sensing spell that tracks the trail of magic. The pinpoint spots of where magic is cast, commanded, and used. You can't tell what type of magic it is. You can't tell if it's divination, evocation, arcana. You can't tell if it's divination, evocation. You can't tell it's school. You can tell what magic is
Yeah, that's what I was
pulled
trying.
upon.
So we can tell the source, but not the school.
You can tell the source, but not the school. As you guys are closer into it, you see all these ley lines. This really confusing looking, nearly impossible abundance of magic that to any source seems insane to track. It is just so much visual clutter. but you kind of track back to the things he's saying, and you see just these very thin specks of all this clutter mashing together that he was following. And now that you've stepped back this far, there's still all that clutter around you, but you see a dome. A ginormous dome that from the center of you, if you were the casting point, maybe creates a 200-foot area.
It wasn't one. We were inside an entire spell.
And he lets go of your hands, and the spell is going to last with you for the next minute.
So,
200-foot range?
200-foot sphere.
Ooh. So she...
I rummaged in my backpack to see if I can find like a piece of chalk or something to or the spot at the center for reference sake.
The center of the sphere isn't where you guys were necessarily. Or actually, at this point, it would be technically because of where she cast it.
Yeah.
But this sphere, this is some sort of spell that draws upon fiend magic.
And
big one too.
In a lot more potence than before.
I wonder.
I have a
Monologue.
question. Oh, no, you go first.
You said there was another person here, right?
Yes, there was another fiendish arcane creature with her at the time.
Did you say they enjoyed the sport of hunting? Enjoyed taking time setting stuff?
The fiendish creature?
Yeah.
They seemed more like a drone. Kind of like a... The sense I got from it is like... So, have you ever summoned a creature for your own benefit before?
No.
Summoning magic.
I have.
Führer has.
When you summon a creature, it holds a remnant of that magic and will constantly emit a remnant of that magic. When you input influence over that creature, you're putting a ripple through that remnant in order to tell it what to do. The magic I'm tracking from this thing with her and the way it rippled is akin to a summoned creature in a sense, but this felt more permanent. This didn't feel like a temporary... So, summoned creatures normally have a fading arcana reserve. This creature didn't.
I think I know what she's doing.
What's your theory?
I think the ritual, well, part of it, at least allows her benefit, allows her to take control of other people. That's obvious, but not necessarily summon something from a different plane, but take control of something from this plane forever. Like mind control.
Or possession.
Possession, yeah.
Right.
Possession.
Could I... About Mon... Does Monlog have any necromancers at that police station?
Probably.
I was gonna ask...
Necromancy isn't a frowned upon type of
Yeah.
in this world.
I was gonna ask if anyone there cast Speak with Dead on the accidentally murdered civilian.
I did that.
Oh, crap. Horrible. Great idea. Woo!
It failed.
Well...
Oh, hello. Failed?
The soul was not willing to talk with me.
Oh.
Because she has complete control over the soul.
Now that's
Can-
spooky.
Actually, that
Mm.
would make sense.
That
If she does
is
have complete control of the soul she takes, then of course
disconcerting.
we wouldn't be able to talk.
That
would bust her.
would explain where the
Completely.
mana reserve comes from. It would just be
Do
the
you-
soul.
Do you think this is an optimal reason to get a warrant?
Okay.
Search.
Soul magic is an outlawed. Now, soul magic is a subsidiary of
Outlaws.
necromancy. Certain forms of it are outlawed.
Mhm.
Certain magics that manipulate the soul cage, specific items, iron flasks, things like these are all outlawed in Volterra, at least.
Right.
Well, not outlawed in Volterra. Outlawed across most of the land, I believe.
Right. I
Since
think
the
we've
act
effectively
of messing with a soul is very taboo. However, a lot of soul magic stays around because that's a lot of revivification magic. That spell you cast to bring your friend back, Revivify, that is a form of soul magic.
But only if it's willing. It doesn't take complete control and do the creature to do
Correct.
things it doesn't want to do.
Mm-mm.
This is also why a lot of enchantment magic is actually outlawed. Well,
Yeah.
in specific spots have certain enchantment spells outlawed. Volterra, we have a few, maybe like friends and command and charm person.
Yeah, mass hypnosis or the mass charm person,
Yeah.
Follow-up question. Did they try and cast Raise Dead? Because that means that the soul is now under the necromancer's control.
That is a very expensive spell that requires very strong clerics.
Not Raise Dead. Or, wait, do they need to... I don't have to pay for it. And I can do it.
Am I thinking of the same spell as you?
I happen to be a cleric.
Raise Dead. I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking of the higher level clerics. So there's Animate Dead, there's...
I'm an undead, maybe.
You're thinking
Yeah.
of Animate Dead, aren't you?
Oh, hold on.
Raise Dead is the 5th level necromancy spell that revives someone who's died within the past 10 days.
Oh, yes. Yeah. No, I'm thinking Animate Dead. But that still counts, though.
Yes.
Because the zombie is then under your control.
Animate Dead doesn't care about the soul.
It just
Just
yeah.
The flesh.
Just the flesh.
pretty much
Animate Dead,
puppeteers the body.
Animate Dead is an example of where you're putting your magic into an entity to give it function.
Oh, I see. I thought it was, but the soul was still trapped. Oh, okay. No, yeah. Yes, yeah, they're
Yeah, me
just
too.
drones. Yeah.
They are drones.
That's why Animate Dead can't do anything but follow command, yeah.
Yes. They are drones under the command of your Arcana.
And I assume my spore magic does the exact same thing, essentially. It's just animating them with spores instead of necromancy.
Correct. Yours is a sense of using spores.
Crap. All my great ideas are worthless.
Yours is, instead of like fueling with Arcana, you're just literally pumping them full of living
matter, and
then commanding the matter around until it completely decays
yeah,
and eats
You're
its
mine.
It
host.
seems like we've got a decent case that illegal soul magic was used.
But we can't prove that. Unless we
Right.
can find an instant of one of these things that have a twisted soul that remanates back with her. And that would mean it would need to be a very fresh cast. Which
And unfortunately,
I
the
do
one that
have
we're
a
dealing
way-
with here is
This stuff is older, very old. If you did find a fresh one, I'm talking like within the minute of them being made, that is when bonds are strongest of magical remnant. The longer you last, the longer you wait to look at remnant, that is what he's referring to all the stuff we're seeing. This is what is called weave remnant. Or at least that's what this spell lets us see, weave remnant. That's probably a pretty fine name for it, weave remnant. Anywho, I prefer weave stories. Anywho, the newer it is, the more distinct it is, the more strong it is. Like we leave this for another. So it's very thin, very weak as it is, since this was done yesterday. But we give this one more day, it's going to look just like all the other visual clutter. All the latent magic that's been used here. It's like if you use a marker on a whiteboard that says it's dry erase, but it's not really dry erase. And you wipe it off, and it kind of leaves that colored smudge on the back, and you're like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, I get it.
It just
But
doesn't.
we need to
catch
her casting this sort of thing.
Don't need to catch or cast.
Right as
I
it-
just need to catch. If you can catch something she's made within the last minute, the remnant will be strong enough that it is. So, magical remnant. Every cast, every spell, every arcana instance, it's very specific to the individual, but that small fragment that gives it individuality, only leaves its mark for a minute. Like a
So
magical
it's like
fingerprint.
it's like a magical fart, where if you're standing nearby and you smell it, it'll be there in like the next few minutes. But if you come back tomorrow, you ain't gonna smell it.
Yeah,
I
Magic
guess.
I guess. However, I have a spell which isn't really legal that can fragment the moment of time in which the spell was cast in order to create a permanent remnant replica. Some people call it chronomancy. Chronomancy is very outlawed. Anything that fucks with time is forbidden. You don't fuck with time.
I can understand the danger of fucking with time. I've heard stories.
You don't fuck with time.
I hear bad things happen to wizards who fuck with time.
Under the pretense of
Usually
my
comes back
job,
to the
I'm
counter.
allowed to break certain laws in order to find and procure evidence. This is one of those things that are kind of a gray spot of the law.
Do you think you could use your time magic to go back in time and make it so that my family was never abducted?
I can only kind of take a momentary stasis of photo.
Yeah. He can't go back and alter time, but he can go back and get a snapshot of time.
I can't go back. I can go here. I can go now. And now.
So
And now.
he can take a snapshot of a moment
Pretty much.
to check.
And now,
Here, let me...
and now,
This is gonna feel weird. And
And now-
you watch as he pulls out what looks like a light bulb. And he holds the metal part into his palm, and you watch as he takes a breath, and he opens his eyes, looks at it, and closes his eye really quick as there is this bright flash as the light bulb shatters. And then he...
and now.
opens his hand, and you see this glass replica of the magic remnant in the area.
And then
It lets me choose something I can see in the exact moment of time and preserve it. What you're looking at here isn't a photo. It isn't a sculpture. It is 3 seconds ago. This is not...
No, not anymore.
This is not an image. This is... Okay, this is a frozen spot of time. This is a when. This is not a thing. This is a when, is what I'm holding.
Right.
This is a physical representation in the now of the past. Not like an image, like an... You could go here. You can go here. You can go to this exact spot in time. And only that spot in time.
Right. But that moment would be all we need if we can catch
Exactly.
what
It would
we need. in
will
that
be the
short-
moment we need and will only ever be the moment. Now, I can take
Right.
this moment anywhere due to the counterbalance and the laws of time and space. Wherever I go with this time, when I enter it, I'll always end up in this space at that moment. Or, well, the moment I cast
Right.
the spell. It's confusing. It's...
So you have to be present in order for it to work, to really be useful.
You would have to be able to cast the spell and be there for it to be useful, yes. And you would have to know what you're capturing.
Right.
Like, I could
among us all,
I could
it seems to
visualize
likely be
this.
you.
Like, I don't even... I could just have this... I could just have the street. And even if I went there and I tried to look at the ley lines, I would still see all that we're seeing now. Or, well, we saw then. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, okay.
Don't strain yourself.
Holy
You got a
Smith,
lot
though.
to do. I think I get it is enough to know that this is what we've needed to prove that she is using illegal soul magic.
If
So
we
you
had
found a
an
way
instance
to
of it.
follow a magic heart.
I found a way
Shut up about the fart.
to... I found a way to take a... I found a way to create a segmented spot in time that is tangible and accessible. It is a frozen spot in
Follow
time
magic
that you
heart.
can access from any point of time. The danger is if you try to progress in it. Because it will
Right.
be frozen in that
It is
place.
only to be observed, not to be.
Because if you mess with it, you will mess with the future.
Right.
It is only to be
So
observed.
it is only for observing, it's only not for messing. Understandable. Let's see. Now,
This is a
So
spell.
the
that
frozen
Mon-
part-
This is the strongest spell Mon has, which is called... It is called Viewer's Stasis. It is a paused moment of time.
Frozen farts meant to be observed, not to be smelled. Got it.
Yes.
shut up. We need to think. So we need to catch a moment of soul magic legally being used by that one woman within a minute of it happening in order to get the evidence we need. How do we go about doing that?
Well, we feed
I'm
her magic
open to
beans.
suggestions.
How else do you bait out a fart?
You're getting to the fart metaphor. Shut up on that.
I can get with
No,
no.
no, stick with me here. I'm going somewhere. So, if we want her to use soul magic, we have to give her a reason, right? It's like eating beans makes you fart. What would make her use soul magic?
Probably us confronting her.
There you go. Let him proud. Let's go.
So, hold on. Are you saying that we are about to go to the woman who's tried to screw us, and we're just going to go up to her and say, "What the? We know you pulled shit on us," and just hope she pulls some soul magic out of her ass there?
Yes.
Mean.
Do we have a better plan?
Sounds like a wonderful plan. Do you
Honestly,
think she would
no.
if we asked her?
But I was just double checking that this was the actual terrible plan we're going with.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Then keep your wits about you, everyone. I fear that
More than we had in Grand direction.
nothing will be as it seems.
More wits or more plan?
Yes.
I wonder. No.
Our plan crystallizes like a frozen fart in a jar.
Yes, like a frozen fart in a jar. I am
And with that,
retroactively
I am out.
putting a bracket for you, Rix, that viewer Stasis has a backup secondary name, being Time Fart.
Yes.
I hate you.
And Weave
Time
Story
Fart
is
magic.
Read Fart.
Yes.
Ah, correction. Read Magic Fart.
Oh. It's different
Yeah.
for reasons. On that note, friends, I bid you adieu.
God damn it.
So,
GG, everybody.
I don't know if. Actually, yeah, that could work. So, what was the plan we came up with? Hello?
Yeah.
knocking on her door and asking her to cast soul magic.
I mean, we do have
No,
a pretty good leverage.
Let's not be that blunt.
I mean,
Because I don't think
As long as
she will not do it if we just ask. We can't let her know exactly what we're up to.
people's ambition can sometimes go over their wit, you know? And if I had
Yeah,
one
but she
failed
does not-
experiment in a world
Let's,
sticking out like a wart on my back, or a wart
Buddy.
on my head, I'd want to get rid of that
she seems to be
wart.
not the type to fall for such a stupid ruse. Let us assume our opponent is actually thinking she will try and counter anything obvious we try. To be subtle about things.
What I'm saying, I don't even like, but I'm just saying, what if we offered her something she's always wanted?
Limbeck?
Me.
Or you?
No, she
you
doesn't
sure about
care
that?
about that. She just wants to make me mindless. That's all she does. Apparently, I was a failed experiment or whatever. And no one wants that red stain on their back, like a branding. If we can just get her to start casting it, you guys can shut it down right then and there before it even affects me. Because I'd assume there has to be some sort of ritual. Correct?
About this?
You promised me this.
Risking
If you
existence
can't,
of this.
if you can't stop me from becoming one of those skeletons, promise me you will kill my mother for me. And any of my
You're a big
family.
Literal detective.
It sounds stupid, but hey.
It sounds crazy, but it just
Yeah,
might be exactly
it's
what we
the
need.
crazy we need.
Detective,
Not
what do you
really
What
think?
fighter.
No, you're gonna sit
Well, you
back.
have a bunch of fighters around
No,
you.
yeah. What I'm saying, Monlog, you're gonna sit back in like a boat or something. Is there a spell that allows people to hear through others' ears?
I have to be within 10 feet of my target for the stasis spell.
Oh.
Right. So
Is
he
there
needs to
any-
be in there. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I've not heard about the stasis stuff. What is it? Sorry?
We
It's a
literally
spell
just
he
spent
was
a whole
talking
bunch of
about.
this time.
Yeah, I wasn't here. I was talking to my dad.
Monlog
Time
has a
stays-
spell. Monlog has a spell that seals a moment in time into a tangible form that can be accessed.
Oh.
He has illegal magic chronomancy.
Huh.
But the catch, he needs to be there within a minute of the spell we're trying to catch or cast, and he needs to be within 10 feet
Oh.
of it.
Needs to be within 10 feet of his target
So-
that he's capturing. It needs to be, because it only makes a 20-foot range.
Does anyone else
So-
know about this? This spell that you're talking about, the stasis? Or is it more of a secret download spell?
It's technically not legal, so it's only known to the documents of our police archives.
Okay.
'Cause
So then
there's
he
a
wouldn't know, that's
few
all
of
that
us
matters.
have some very dodgy magic that we're allowed access to due to our positions.
All you need to do is just... Actually, I have an idea. You don't mind wearing a different hat for a bit, do you?
I do not.
Lem takes out his hat of disguise. I'm not sure if she'd recognize you being from the police force, but this should help with it. And if I'm gonna hold action, if anyone is absent this session, I'm gonna make them look like that person. Or I'm going to ask him to look like that person.
What person?
If anyone's absent.
Oh, if someone's absent,
What-
to
who-
look like them.
If someone's absent, yeah.
Okay. So he'd have to
I am
attend
now
to it.
on. Now my long monitored.
Yeah, but we have time,
No
don't we?
more.
You do. So, are we going over to their estate?
Sounds like the only plan we got. Gonna be a big gamble.
Sure.
What choice?
I must know, what does my lawyer say?
Apollo gives you 2 thumbs up.
I mean, my defense attorney.
Mr. Brannigan?
If
Guess he's dead.
Yeah, West is dead.
Can I have his stuff?
Wait.
The West hasn't said a single word.
You
Get this
said
boy
those-
in
He's a
here.
bit preoccupied.
You said those two people whenever the drone just appeared, right? How close did the drone appear? Back whenever we were.
Where she
Was
was
it like
I heard
within...
somebody mention me.
She was standing.
What does their defense attorney, Mr. Brannigan, think of the idea?
Right, I just went to go get some food.
Wonderful.
What is the idea, or am I just gonna make
a
up the
great
idea?
idea. It's a great idea.
Ahead. Brannigan was picking up some baguettes from a bakery just to stall over, and he's just walking up, and people are asking what he thinks of something that apparently went on.
I support it fully. Would you like a bun, kind citizen?
Yes.
Oh, and Scout a bun.
Free food.
I'd have to say something like
I'll put it
that
in my
couldn't
inventory.
be done too close to one another. Well, too far.
Hijack, what did I get?
A bun.
Just a bun? A piece of
bun.
bread?
A bun, no E.
Bread.
Bun, no E.
Bread.
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 Okay, I'm putting
Bread.
this in my inventory. It's mine now.
Bread.
Breb.
Defense attorney bread.
Bread.
Attorney bread. Only good for 4 days. After that becomes stale.
Use it as breadcrumbs, though.
Poison the bird, yes. They probably don't care.
I guess we should, unless there's anything you guys want to do in town, I guess we should go catch a boat.
I agree. Let's catch a boat.
Here needs fucking healing potions. We didn't
Let's
do that
catch
last
a
episode.
ride.
No.
I'm definitely
Here
gonna need
really
healing
needs
potions.
healing potions. A
So,
lot of
I
us
will
should
give-
need healing potions.
I will give. Hang on. I will give Beryl
Aw.
2 of my common healing potions.
Aw.
We need more.
We definitely need more, yeah.
We
So,
need more.
Never
I'm
mind
going
it.
to be right up in their
Do
face.
you want to go to the? Do we want to go to?
Shopping spree!
Do we want to go to the medical center,
We also have the other shop we need
I
to
guess
visit.
we could.
or
You
do
know
you
what?
want to go to the demolitionist expert?
You know what?
Let's
I
not expert.
Why not
Why would
both?
we even have that option here? We need. I thought we just
I'm
established we're-
choosing. I'm choosing option 3. I'm going to the ship.
You're all idiots.
I'm going to our pirate ship that probably has stuff in supplies already.
Not healing potions.
I can make them.
Proficient potion making.
No, but I have a crewmate that is.
It's cheating. Anyway,
It's not though.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, you guys could go buy some. You would still need to purchase the supplies for them to make it, and that they would need some time to make it. They are not your manufacturing plant.
Fine. I can't get out of the sticking cheap way, I see.
And even if you did, you could. It would take them a good bit to make it. And remember, healing potions for strength ferment.
Well, this is why I'm only going. Everyone else could go buy theirs. I'm making mine.
If they get made, they're going to be the lowest tier of healing potion.
Okay. I'm sending a message. I don't need to be sticking stick in number in banking.
You would need the money to make it, and you would need to have its recipe. So you would have to buy both of them.
Recipe, you say?
But you
I
see,
actually
Hijack,
wrote a book on how to make healing spells.
Hijack, in the long run, once we are in need of potions out on the sea, well, boom,
Yes, that is an option.
I'm doing
Let's
it.
take
I'm being a team player. I'm taking the sacrifice here. I'm being the team player.
Okay. It's going to not be a cheap venture. Anywho,
In the long run,
We
it will
thought
help
we were-
us.
so where are we going? You would also need to find somewhere that
Okay.
sells the recipe to healing potions.
God dang it, Hijack.
Well, then I guess we just go to the goddamn clinic, get some healing potions, and get on with things.
Yeah.
Why not? We need to go to the demolition shop, do we not?
For what?
Why would we need to
But-
go there?
That we got a reference. What do you mean?
You got
Hijack.
a reference. It's a person
Hijack.
going down. Yep.
In Salvo's long catalog of literature, is one of those books not a foray on potion making?
There is Salvo's Guide to Alchemy.
I'll flick a book, and I'll sign it before I give it to him.
Okay.
This book here will help you make those potions you're looking for.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay. Yes, these are guides to make potions, but they're using plants that you've never heard of before. There's something.
Example?
Like Grutnor, and Vesper weed.
Can I make up one?
Make up a plant, sure.
Tamale Sunday.
Tamale Sunday. A lot of these plants are they're alien plants. They are plants from alien planets, which, in theory, could maybe make a healing potion if you had those plants from that planet.
You know what?
So you can add extraterrestrial potion book, or better, Salvo's Guide to Potions, extraterrestrial potion book to your inventory.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I have him sign the book?
He already signed it.
He already did. Signed.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, Mr. Brannigan. So, to Keg or to the doctor?
Doctor.
To the doc.
I think doctor first.
Doctor first? Okay.
Medic. The doctor has to be German.
The doctor.
I am the doctor. What am I gonna do?
So you make your way to one of the many walk-in clinics. As you enter the door, the inside is very stable, very sterile, very fresh. There is this check-in area. There is a waiting room. There is maybe about a squad of 7 people, ranging in ethnicity from drow to halfling, all behind the counter, seeming to be doing some file work, shuffling things around, comparing patient numbers and patient histories. The one at the desk, who is currently working with a sort of typewriter, kind of looks at you as they approach. They go, "Hi, welcome to Stone Medical. How can we be of assistance?"
It's an elf.
"I'm a drow, thank you very much."
That's the elf voice, though. Hijack.
It is.
Drow
yes.
are kind of elf.
Drow are a form of elf.
Ooh.
Hey. He brought
We're
it up.
looking to get our hands on some healing potions.
Healing potions. Okay. What is your insurance provider?
On what?
Right.
I put
I haven't
Apollo
been
on
town
the desk.
I haven't been in town in quite a while.
Are you
To be fair.
do you have do you have one of our medical stone insurance packages for all things health and just injury? We have a
It's
number of
hitting way
packages.
too close to home for me. Like above table. Now I'm starting to get more flashbacks to the past 6 goddamn months of my life. Since I've been actually trying to get help for like an injury, and this is I'm getting more flashbacks. I don't like this stuff. Hijack, no! I don't need this now. I have traumatic experiences. I haven't been here in a while. I don't think I have insurance.
Okay, so you need health potions. Those need to be prescribed. Those are medicinal means. Those are a prescribed item. That can either be done through your insurance provider or via a doctor's note.
Sure, that sort of thing just can be gotten in any alchemist.
That is highly
It's something.
unethical.
Imagine just having apothecaries on standby. Could it be me?
This wasn't like this last time I was in town. What the heck is going on? Geez, things really did change a lot since I was last living here.
Medical
Lim,
care
is Monlog with us
expensive.
still?
Monlog is with you.
I'm gonna whisper to Monlog. Walk outside and transform into my mom, then walk back in. I think it would be funny.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, is he not tuned to it yet?
No.
Oh.
Anyway.
Actually, Fear turns around and puts
Because-
Monlog on the table.
Oh,
No, don't.
I'm up.
I think this should be enough of
Don't sell them!
credibility.
Oh my fucking god, you guys are idiots! I'm sorry for
Man.
wasting your time.
Yeah,
We'll go somewhere
I'm
else for our
showing them that we
supplies.
are with a police officer.
He's a detective.
A detective is a police officer.
I'm
guys are being
sorry,
idiots.
I cannot.
I like how you keep saying guys, like we're all in this.
Monlog, do you have insurance?
I do. Yeah, I could. I have insurance
It's
through
not-
through the
Ugh.
station.
But it's a prescription thing, which means we can't get healing potions while we're in this town.
But Monlog can.
Which is incredibly stupid, considering you usually use healing potions once you get injured by something.
See, should have just made them.
See, we should have gone to the
Sounds like we
demolitionist.
couldn't get them even if we tried.
You can get them if you have a note from a physician. I need some sort of proof that shows that you're an able body that needs to be prescribed such a thing, so I know you're not using it for dangerous recreational use.
Look, people have been using freaking healing potions for, like, as a drug.
There are people who are pain junkies here in Volterra.
Pain.
Jeez.
Yes,
Masochists.
there are people that will go out of their way, get into the fights, and then abuse health potions in order to fix themselves up for the next go.
Masochists.
It also just sounds like any adventurer on a mission tends to draw trouble, needs healing potions so they
Do
don't
you
die
have-
horribly.
Do you have insurance through your adventuring guild?
Do we?
Does
Oh,
Benson
Do we have
count as
insurance from no, not Bunsenary, but from that one guy? I don't know his name. I forgot it. But the one dude from the other continent.
The Puppy Face Guild?
Yeah.
that's Bunsonary?
Oh, that is? Oh. I thought it was called something else. What was the guy's name?
Gladius. But he is not
Gladius?
I don't think he's the current
No,
guild leader.
the shop dude.
The guild
shop
leader is
guy.
Axel, isn't he?
No, Axel's the king right now. He's no longer the guild. I think Gladius is now the guild leader again.
No, not them. I'm talking about the guy from the shop that we got the Adventurers Guild thing from. For a discount.
You're...
Is that-
Adventures.
The dude who shrunk us down into his lamp thing. A while ago.
You're talking about Christopher,
Yeah, Christopher.
who gave you a
Didn't we-
discount for figuring out a party name.
Oh. I thought we also did something with the guild. Huh.
No, Christopher offered a sponsorship.
Oh.
Something tells me that we have no affiliation with any adventuring guild yet.
I am.
We haven't really thought of
You
that.
have
We've been too busy
affiliation
stopping
with the
destruction
Puppy
of the world.
Face Guild.
Well, I don't think the Puppy Face Guild has affiliations here.
You don't know?
Actually, I'm gonna mention it. Does the Puppy Face Guild ring any bells?
Do you have a guild card with you?
I do.
I floundered through my backpack trying to find one.
So Axel gives.
If I have any.
Not Axel. Flick gives his, and she takes his. Just, please give us a moment. Let's run this through, and she hands it off to another person, and they kind of go through. This process will take a few minutes, so please feel free to take a seat while we cross-confirm and locate your guild and see if it has any health-benefiting policies.
My parents are here, so I'm going to be quiet for a few. Those dogs are going to start barking as soon as that door opens.
A good hour or two go by until you hear over the kind of through the basically speakers, they're crystals that project audio. As you hear it, may a Mr. Flick Grizzletooth please, and his group, please come to the desk.
All right.
So we have looked through what insurances your guild provides, and yes, they do provide access to. One of your benefits is access to medicinal potions, such as health potions, and you also have access to 2 vivifications a year.
All right.
That would have been nice to know.
It's actually very generous. At least it feels
Along with your
generous.
benefits,
I'll take that.
you have a reduced cost on. You have a reduced cost on depetrification magic, and you do not have any benefits on polymorphic magic.
Noted. Well, we can get our hands on some healing potions. We'll be on our way then.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have you sign here for this form, just to state and ensure that you are not going to be using these potions for any harmful means, that you're not using them for reselling, or that you're going to be using them as just a drug. You're using these for use as a adventuring
Actual healing potion.
Yeah, you're using this as a guild affiliated aid.
Right. I sign on the dotted line.
Wonderful, thank you. And they file that away. So you can feel free to head towards our. She signs something. She takes a few of your names, and she says, "Very well, thank you. Please make your way over to our." Out here.
Second.
Waiting room.
Shit, I just realized I just
waiting
signed
room.
something and I didn't read it.
Yeah, I
Stock
know.
room.
Drugs.
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Thank you. Please feel free to make your way to a pharmacy, and they will be able to prescribe and sell you healing potions, or a list of other types of aiding potion that your insurance provides.
Be back.
I guess we walk over.
Guess so.
Did I get my card back?
Yes.
Yay!
Okay. You make your way to the pharmacy, and you see this. You see from the side what you're looking at, this kind of blue-haired human.
Well, I can already tell what it's going to sound like.
Howdy?
I have a mental image of the voice already in my head.
It's just Marge.
No. I'm thinking overly surfer dude.
As they look at you, turn to you, you see the complete right side of their face, and their right hand is draconic. As you hear, "Oh, why, hello there."
Hello?
Yes, what is it that I can help you with today?
We're looking to get our hands on some healing potions.
Healing potions. Okay, those are a prescribed item. May I have a name so I can check what prescriptions I can give you?
I believe it's a benefit of our guild membership that we can just get them for our adventuring purposes.
Okay. May I have guild identification and what guild you're with?
Puppyface Guild. I turned to the one who had the card. Show him.
Wonderful, thank you. They take it. They go back. Look through some files. Bring back. Okay, yes. You are here for what? Exactly? Are you here for anti-poisons? Are you here for petrification resources? What are you here for?
Just basic healing potions.
Okay. Basic healing potions at the current market. Is there a specific brand?
No specific brand loyalty here.
Okay.
As long as it just keeps us from dying.
Okay.
Very easy to please.
Then I hope you will be fine with Stone Affiliate, because that is our sponsored health potion here if you don't have any allergies.
Oh. Only come to mind.
Wonderful.
What allergy?
Some people are allergic to certain things inside of healing potion.
Wouldn't be surprised.
There are a number of recipes in order to make different potions, but some people are allergic to certain recipes, so some of them need to be adjusted. So some people have brand favorites.
I look to the
That's
party.
understandable,
Anyone got
actually.
allergies? Okay.
So you are only looking for common grade healing potions?
Yeah.
Your insurance provider allows you up to superior grade in purchasing.
What would be the pricing on those?
Well, they start at about 5 gold for common, and then they go up to about 30 for superior.
I can't afford that at the moment. Yeah, I can't afford that shit.
You can't
Alright,
afford a 5 gold healing potion.
That's almost all my silver.
Ouch.
I have like
going to get
56
Let
silver
me
and
double
I.
check something. Let me double check for myself.
what the
Yeah,
price.
common is 15 for magic items, and then healing potions are are cheaper magic items. So yes, 5 gold ballpark for a healing potion.
Pieces. Yeah, so
Alright,
I only
I'll
have
pick
enough
up
to
6.
buy one healing potion, and that's all. I'd be completely out if I bought
Well,
one.
we could sell you. I could sell you a lesser brand of healing potions from a different provider.
What would be the difference of those?
They are a lot less effective than a common healing potion.
I do believe I have a
may have
healing
more
potions in the back, so
may have
I'm
things that have more allergens.
I will get 6 of the ones you said first.
Common.
Indeed.
So 6 of that is 30 gold.
30 gold? Yep. It's a lot of my gold. It's most of my gold and my money, but I need it.
As long as we each
And
have
are those
at least a
the
couple
1d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus
Or 2d4 plus 2, okay.
Lesser is 1d4 plus 1. Common is 2d4 plus 2. Greater is 4d4 plus 4. Superior is 8d4 plus 8. And then the one you don't have access to, Supreme, is 10d4 plus 20. But those are the most expensive. Cream is the most expensive at 100 gold. There are the healing potion fragments. There we are. I'd recall world info into just game info at this point. Okay. So, now that you have your potions, what would you like to do?
Oh.
Were we stopping by the demolition shop or no?
It's up to you.
It's up to the party. It's not a single person decision.
I'm referring to the
I am
collective
back
view.
once again. I am back once again. What did I miss?
Not too
Not
much.
too much.
Yay! How many potions did we get?
They were expensive.
I
They're
told you
actu-
we
they're
should have
actually
made them.
relatively cheap to the normal D&D price for each of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
How expensive?
5 gold pieces for a common, 13 for a greater, 30 for a superior. Is our prices.
Gold. 5 for a common.
5 gold for a common.
Yeah.
I
Cheaper
don't
than
have any
standard
gold,
D&D,
I
but
do have a lot.
still, considering the scale and how rare gold is for a
And I
handful of
convert
us.
all money into like higher, because I can't keep track.
You cannot.
I can't change my 127 silver to gold.
Nope.
I mean, it's just gonna make it easier for me to just keep track of.
Go to a bank. Have them trade it up.
Or just give them the silver, because it is the same.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
And well, 10 gold is a silver, right?
10
Wait,
silver is a
10
gold.
10 silver is a gold.
Correct.
Yes.
You can
So I
pay
need
in
to give
silver.
50 silver.
You would need to give 50 silver for 1 common potion, yes.
So 100 silver is 2 common potions. Right?
250 silver is 1 common potion.
250 silver is 1 common?
No, wait, 50 silver.
50 silver is 1 common, so 100 silver is 2 potions.
Yeah. 100 silver is 2 potions.
Mm-hmm. So I'll get 2 potions.
Sure.
And now I'm down to 12 silver. Yay. I'm guessing like 100 coppers, 1 silver.
Yeah. 10 coppers, 1 silver.
100 coppers of gold.
100 pennies. D&D money is weird. It's like a nickel to a sticking quarter to a $half. We have a lot of change in America.
That is your guild's benefits for everyone who has a guild card.
That's me.
Yep, that's
I
Aura
think that,
and Flick
and that's it.
and was Hild.
I have benefits. I'm the person you want to be friends with because I have benefits.
But yeah, I put your guild benefits inside of game info.
All right.
Game input.
Game info, yeah.
Let me see.
That's where I have been putting all our game info. Anywho,
5 GP, 13 GP. What the heck is GP?
one
Gold points is
gold P.
Oh,
I have returned.
Look back. It's a 1, Scott. It's a 1. It's a number.
lesser.
Yeah, lesser. It's a stage below combat.
So I have 2 comments now. So I'm adding that to my list.
Yep. Okay.
I have a total of 5 common potions.
What's the plan?
Okay, let me see.
We have a plan.
Somewhat.
So are we heading to the bench or what?
I think we should let the detective decide. Because, you know, he's supposed to keep an eye on us.
Well, he's been treating us like equals, seems like, for the most part.
More than you.
Well, I am keeping my eyes on you, but it's under a sense that we're kind of working together. You guys are basically helping me prove you
Innocent.
not innocent, yeah.
Yeah. I'd say let's finally start getting let's finally go to get on that boat and get to the manor and start getting our proof.
Hey, I'm paid salary. I'm here to do whatever.
Yeah. I want to have my name cleared finally.
The only reason he's here is because of the salary.
He is also a damn good detective.
Yeah. I was doubting him at first, but he's damn good.
He is a damn good detective.
Might have to recruit him for.
He's just messed with time magic a bit much. Maybe.
Gotta recruit him for
He also
Bunctionary. Maybe he
jumps
can
to
find a way to.
He also jumps to conclusions because he takes his conclusions from very weird places.
Yeah.
I'll probably
I'd
see
assume that
why
has
he
to do with
jumps to
messing with Chrono.
conclusions.
Yes.
Because of all the weird sources he takes from.
Yeah.
But they're pretty reliable sources.
His sources are reliable, but when he takes from his sources, a lot of it is just kind of looks up source. I made it the fuck up. Like, he writes down his source. The chair told me. Imagine that on a report. Source. The fucking...
Wait, so he really was going to interrogate the bathtub. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He was really going to target the bathtub.
That just. Huh.
Did that just click?
Yeah. I mean, I thought you meant it like jokingly. Oh, he's just gonna yell at it, but no, he actually had a conversation.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
You can talk to inanimate objects. As long as they were made of plant.
was the bathtub made of plants?
He doesn't know. Most of them are.
Not that it
That's
matters.
like,
We
if
can
you
get
think
back
about
to the
it-
normal story.
Porcelain forging is not really used for big scale things.
If you think about it, a marble made from the tub had a plant inside of it. Therefore, the tub is alive.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Talking to objects is like the least efficient thing he has though, because they only know things up to the point they died.
That's why bugs and stuff are better.
So he talks to the bugs and stuff inside the furniture.
And the, actual plants that
Yeah.
are potted.
Anyway.
Still, proven helpful. A lot of the skills. Dude deserves a raise. Yes, me. Anyway,
So
shall we get going?
yeah, I'm happy to get going anywhere.
Let's get gathering our evidence finally.
Sounds like a plan.
Everyone in
And
agreement?
I came up with.
Let's go get some ferry tickets.
Aye, aye.
Okay, so we make our way all the way to the dock. This is a pretty long walk. At some point, you guys, you would probably normally take one of the rails, but because of all the riots, they're shut down. So we make our way over there after this long, arduous walk. At one point, you guys contemplate getting a horse-drawn carriage, but then you start going like, "Oh, is it really worth the cost?" When we're like already almost there.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So you eventually get there, and there's all these lineups, and you get into one line, and you get all the way through to the end, and then when you finally get there, they ask to see your ticket. You say you don't got a ticket yet. They tell you have to go stand in another line to go get a ticket. So you stand in that
Come
line.
I'm starting to remember why I kind of wanted to go out and see the world. Because
I
Things
just
are
Stand
up
in that
in one
line, you get to the
gateway.
end, they ask if you have
I
the
just-
proper form, you ask what form, they say, okay, you can go stand in this third line to get the form, or or you can get it
This
from
is the
post
definition of a
office to bring
mundane
it to-
dystopia.
Kajak. If we're doing this, bit, I want to roll at least 5 performances.
Okay. Like you get to the front of the third line, you get there, it's like, where you traveling today?
The archipelago.
The archipelago. Okay. Which form are you here to get?
The one that window told us to go get.
Which
one
one
was
was that there, dearie?
You see a subtle twitch in the eye. I really forgot.
You can make up a form name if you want. It's
Magic,
completely in
I
your
rolled-
power.
I have rolled the 5 performances.
It was the 8XZS to ride a ferry request form.
The AXZ ride a ferry request form, and you're going to the archipelago? And they told you to
Yes.
get that form? I'm sorry, you can't get that. That form doesn't bring you to the archipelago. You're going to need the AXY form. That one you can get by going to that line there.
Just with each line we get rejected from, the expletive gets louder.
Go get that form, bring it to me, and I can get it certified for you.
So hijack, it's 20, 28, 24.
How long have we
23.
been waiting in goddamn lines?
2 hours.
20,
Multiple
28,
Ah!
24, 23.
What are these?
19,
What are
and
your
13.
performances?
I could
for?
get on like 3 rides at Disneyland in that
What are you
time.
performing?
Music.
Back, just very elevator-y background music.
Yeah, so it's 28, 24, 23, 19.
The urge
It's
to
good, it's
support
good.
him with my Phoenix
You get into
ride.
this. You get into this 5th line. You get up to the front. You get to this booth. There's this guy sitting across. He goes, "Hi, welcome to the ferry docks. What can I help you with today?"
We need the form so we can actually get on a ferry to the archipelago.
Going to the archipelago, you're going to need the AXY ferry form.
Yes.
I can supply that for you.
Hi, Jack. I want to do a funny
Thank
bit.
you! Finally!
I'm gonna DM you. Hi, Jack.
What? What are you
Someone who
DMing?
doesn't just send me to
Hang
another
on.
line!
Hold on. Do you have 2 pieces of valid identification, sir, madam?
I rustled my backpack trying to find something.
You have a passport.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to pull out.
That's it.
I don't think my like residency thing is valid anymore, considering I pretty much left the country for like a year.
You try to use that, and that's exactly what they say. Sorry, this residency card's no longer valid.
Fuck. Do I have a birth certificate or something?
If you
Come
want
on.
to request your birth certificate, you can go to the
Don't.
mayoral hall on Tuesday. Wait, hold on.
Ah,
Do we
come
have
on!
day names? Do we have day names? Day names.
Can that work?
No, Jack, you're the one who
I
came up
don't
with
have
this
time
system.
for this.
I'm gonna call it Tuesday for now, but I'll fix it later.
Can that work, Hijack? I mean, he would, right?
Probably not. But
What do
maybe.
you mean?
You can go over to the mayoral's office on Tuesdays, and you can go and request. If you could go and request for them to send you a copy of your birth certificate.
I already have my passport. Isn't that good enough?
Ma'am.
It's like good enough for 90% of other
please,
places.
Ma'am, please calm down. It's just the rules. I can't do anything
Alright.
about it.
Sorry, I've been waiting in lines for that. I keep getting thrown out of for like 2 hours, and it's getting to me. Is there any way I can make what I have here work?
I mean, I suppose you could get it to work if you, instead of getting the 8XY form, if you got the 6XY form, maybe you could get it around.
I'll give it a shot at this point.
Okay, you're gonna have to go stand in that line there.
Fuck!
This process goes on for another 5 long hours.
I could have
Until
been
you
at the car
fi-
shop the entire
until you finally
this time.
get back to that person. They get you the form you need. You go to the person before that. They get it confirmed. You go to the person before that. They get it filed, and they give you a different form. You go back to the second person, get it confirmed, and then you finally go and get your tickets.
This right here is the sickness at the core of Voltaire. The boring bureaucracy. Pure dipshittery and dumbassery.
I'm having too much fun with bureaucracy.
I hate it! Like, this sort of shit I've been dealing with for 6 months! In real life! I did not need more reminders of this shit! You're bringing back every bad memory I've had for 6 damn months!
Worth
Good
it.
job, Hijack.
Worth it.
This is
Do it again.
emotional damage on a level in which you never probably expected to dig up, but you have. I am in pain.
Bureaucracy.
Do it again.
Screw the bureaucracy.
And then you finally get to the gate after all this time, but it's so late that they're closed. No. You finally get your ferry. Oh.
Thank you.
And as you're sailing across, there is a Eladrin. There is a Eladrin kind of scout-looking person who is holding a speaker, who walks up onto the front of the boat and goes, "Hello there, campers! Are you here for a wacky time to have fun in the archipelago? Let me hear some noise!"
I thought we were thinking going to something like Total Drama for a second.
As soon as I sit down, I've already been knocked out since I was the one dealing with all the stress of everyone's paperwork.
Just like,
I am having none of it.
We're going to have a nice 5-day trip. A wonderful bounce around you all 8 of the islands.
I'll think
Isn't that wonderful?
I'm too
You'll
passed
be
out
able
to
to
really
see
know.
the sights, the wonderful forges. You'll be able to open my notes. Hold on.
I'm just picturing the Eladrin just has a brain fart and forgets his lines.
I've only been doing this for 20-odd years. Hold on. I hit the right list. Here they are. You'll be able to see the wonderful wares of the Delmare exports. You'll be able to see the wonderful technological advances that the Furdos manufacturing island has so graciously gotten us access to here in Volterra. And I bet you are all wondering, where does the home of all our wonderful healthcare come from? That's right, we'll be visiting Stone Pharmaceuticals. I hope you packed your bug spray, because if you didn't, you can buy it there.
Neat.
Now please watch closely as I demonstrate how to properly fasten your belt buckle, and if we were to get into a capsizing event, where you can find your life flotation devices. Now follow me. You secure your belt by pulling here and clicking this like so. See? Pull, click. Pull, click.
What? Huh?
In a case that we will be starting to sink, please make sure to follow these lines along the boat and leave in an orderly fashion towards the front. Please keep all arms and hands and feet inside of the boat at all times. If you fall out, we're liable.
You didn't say anything about tails.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at something. Let me just look at something.
You know, I'm realizing something.
Yeah.
You know, we have a ship, right?
That'd be too.
Thank you for sailing on goings.
It'd be too conspicuous, but, you know, also taking 5 days to get there is also not conspicuous.
Well, this at least doesn't raise suspicions on, you know, it'd be a lot weirder if there was just a random ass ship approaching the
Also,
archipelago where all the rich people
we
are.
have, you know, we have McFreedy that could basically turn anything into a boat.
Just boats.
All he has to do is step on like a piece of wood, and suddenly it's a boat.
Well, we'll work with what we did. We're already here. There's no reason to think about it now.
You guys make your way through the course. We're on the third day is when you're finally reaching the place you want to go. You guys go through all these spots, see all these tourist traps, see all these sites, get these little meetings with the head of the island, little meetings of like why they started what they did and how they brought themselves up by the bootstraps to their success. And to check the gift shop, blah blah blah. You guys get some overpriced snacks and stuff like that. Some really salty pretzels. In the second area, you guys get like a little miniature, kind of like a little miniature sword with a little scabbard that goes with it that can be kind of like used to spread butter, as a just kind of a you've been here thing. There's opportunities to get to go get stuff where it's like I went to the Pillar Islands Forge and all I got was this shitty shirt. All that sort of stuff. Memorabilia.
Yeah. Well, traditional tourist trappy items from each island.
And then finally,
Stop that.
you're at Stone Pharmaceuticals, where when we're brought into the plant that they're using for their presentation, you see as Nezera walks out to greet the crowd.
Well, I start going towards the front of the crowd.
Watch as she walks out on her
I'm not
high
bring eye
walk.
contact.
You watch as she walks out onto her this kind of catwalk she has, overviewing all the people in the area. As she speaks out and she goes, "It is quite wonderful to have you all with me today. Today is a very special day. Today, yes, is a day that we finally let out one of our newer forms of our insurance policies, something more open to the regular person. Stone Pharmaceuticals is happy and more lovely to announce that our progression in our medical fields and the world to make you better is only getting closer from a dream to a household possibility. We have been progressing in technology for our medical fields in a number of years. We have expanded all the way from apothecary needs to more newer forms of mechanical operations. Stone Pharmaceuticals will always continue to keep the people in their best minds, as they always have. Now, let me welcome you to one of our most prized and my most smart and the head of one of our current pharmaceutical labs.
Like, this whole time, I'm just staring daggers at this woman.
Please, feel free to welcome my lovely partner in this endeavor, Dr. Rib.
Haven't I heard that name before?
Hold on, sorry. No. Please, have a welcoming hand for my assistant and my lovely research partner, Dr. Jitter Fignot.
Have I heard that name before? Rings a bell.
Lim hands. Red, are you here?
He's dead.
Of course, when the plot gets really important, he leaves.
Please.
Bowling, vroom, vroom.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
I'm almost.
Hold on, I'm just gonna text it to him. Dr. Jitter Fignot. You watch as this doctor makes her way next to her on the catwalk, and you see the way, you see with the skin tone and facial structure that it's actually very similar to Nezra's. And you see she is carrying a baby which is concealed in a blanket. You see its little hand is reached down and it's holding on to her stethoscope. She is softly bouncing it. Dr. Fignot, do you have any words for our lovely guests about the progression of your research? Is there anything you'd like to tell them that you've been working on as of late? As Fignot looks out. Well, I suppose that I am willing to talk about some things, I suppose. We have been looking into the deactivation of transfiguration magics. We're trying to figure out how to make such transformative magics more accessible to those who need it, and, well, being cheaper to change it from the hands of those who have the money to pay for what they want to be given to be able to have at the access of those who properly need it.
Okay, sorry. I was going vroom.
Yeah?
I was going vroom. What happened?
Nezra introduced her research partner, Dr. Jitter Fignot.
Brain is searching. Brain scanning.
For the vamp. Okay. Go back to those.
All good?
Yeah.
Any response from Lim?
No, he's just keeping quiet.
Okay.
Yep. I've moved towards the front of the crowd.
And
I'm just staring.
They continue to talk about transformation magics, transmutation magic. They start to talk about the access to transmutation magic in healthcare and about how its use can be, how it can be used to help people who have suffered different types of who have sorts of life scars, things that they were born with that they are better off having fixed, different skeletal issues, different life problems, things that are bringing an issue to their life and people would want changed, bone structure, appearance, stuff like that. Yes, this is something that we have been recently working on, and there was actually someone among us who was privy to an early form of such a operation. Please, welcome my son, Lim Stanton. As people look around, waiting for someone to come on stage. He's down there among you. Let's get a light, why don't we? As you are spotlighted, Lim. It's so wonderful to have you here. Please, do find your way to my chamber after. I would love to talk over a spot of tea. Preferably without bullets this time. And she raises her eyebrows of a kind of a, really? Like a, you really tried that?
Hi, Jack.
Uh-huh.
Could I try something?
What do you want to try?
Do you think I would have enough reaction time to cast a spell?
What spell?
Gaseous form on Lim.
Isn't that a stealth spell?
Yeah.
Hold on. It should be... no, I think it's... No, it's a person.
Is it?
It's touch.
Sure. Is Lim willing, is the question.
What does the spell?
Turns you into mist.
It turns you into a tiny cloud of smoke that no one will see. I'm doing this to spite your mother.
I think it would be. Don't. How does it like affect movement at all?
No. It's you keep your movement. You get a flying speed of 10 feet, and you can
your
move
only
through.
Form is flying. Only method of movement is a flying speed of 10 feet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't have. You could also. I don't have invisibility.
Lim doesn't really care at this point. They already know that he's there. I do not.
And there's
As Nezra goes on to talk, assuming the spotlight does get to hit Lim. My son was the subject of a very, very rare and very unfortunate genetic disease. Which took away a lot of his ability to live his life. And though we tried our best to help, of course, there's only so much we could have done. So, in the expanse of our research, we found this solution. The land of transmutation magic. The idea of taking what is and making it something new. Yes, it may look scary, but from what it was, the before is much worse than the after. As you watch as this image is displayed. This illusionary image is displayed of your old form, Lim. It is a memory you remember. You remember this photo. This is a photo that this is a photo that was taken with you and Jamon, but Jamon is cropped out. You can actually see his hand around onto your shoulder. As you can see, and this was a photo taken by him, probably one of the only photos there are of you. As you can see, there are a number of disfigurations that fell upon him, which is truly sad to say. But through the act of transmutation magic, we were able to alter and reinforce him into what you see today. He is now in such a form that he is much more healthy to live. He can breathe the air, he can walk around, he can frolic, he can sing, he can dance, he can do whatever he pleases. All thanks to the hard efforts of Stone Pharmaceuticals.
I'm not buying that shit.
And she does a little blowed kiss towards you, Lim.
Lim doesn't do it back.
I pull out my gun, says Noon. No.
No.
Oh, if Maga was here, that would be amazing.
Anun
Let's
pulls
not
out her gun and shoots her.
Oh my
I'll
god.
say let's not do it in the middle of the crowd.
Have
With the-
No, I
Please
can't.
do enjoy your time being shown around one of our many facilities. And on your way out, feel free to pick up yourself some Stone brand bug repellent, complimentary of your visit. And there are people all about murmuring about Lim and how wonderful this advancement is. Talking about, did you see how they looked before, and now look at them. It looks so different, couldn't even tell that was the same person.
What was the process?
I could have tanked their credit score, but Lim said, nuh-uh.
Lim is going to, in a random person's voice that he's over here, kind of ducking out a little bit and say, "What's the process?" Pop back up. Using his actor comp to perfect.
A few people kind of wonder, what is the process? And as it's spotted around, the tour guide says, well, we can probably ask that ourselves on the tour. Let's see if we can find the process.
Ugh.
And you guys go on a tour of the facility, and there is one point where you see the lab of Dr. Jitter Fignon, and you see a demonstration of the process going on, where they have a test subject being this volunteer, a volunteer being this a halfling man who has one normal-sized arm and a second arm that seems to be very stunted. And through the methods, it's shown how his arm is grown out, and how basically using it, they're able to just completely reconstruct his arm. It's still a lot more of it. The way it's put back together, the pseudo flesh that's returned in the operation does mostly match the original skin. It isn't perfect, but it's good enough that they can present it. You go through, make your way to where the final end is, and a guard walks up to you as you hear them go, "Excuse me. Madam Nezra has requested your appearance."
Or what?
wishes to have you for dinner.
Not like taste anymore.
Please, come with me.
I can bring my and
Not about to let. We're not about to just split the party.
Okay.
Wherever they're going, we're going.
So you follow the bouncer to this large lounge. It's a large, opulent room. The center there is a circular couch, almost complete, where in the center there is a aquarium table, and you see these two spanning staircases going on either side that cross in the middle and cross again, that kind of make what look like the medical staff kind of design with the two snakes. As you see walking down one of the staircases, now in a much more elegant outfit, is Nezra, and with her still in their doctor's outfit is Dr. Jitter Fignant with a baby. As Nezra puts her hands together and goes, "Oh, it is absolutely wonderful that you made it. I had no idea you were coming. But when I saw your faces when you got to my island, I could not help but want to see you all again. It is wonderful to see you."
Armed.
You seem distressed. Is there something wrong?
Don't like how things played out after we last met.
Are you referring to when you tried to kill me?
We weren't. To be fair, 99% of us were not trying to kill you.
Are you saying that a shot was not fired to try to take my life? Yes or no?
I cannot deny that.
Not by
I
us.
agree with that methodology.
Okay. What exactly are you frustrated at me about? Not getting shot in time?
But apparently you hadn't been talking with us from the start.
I had been talking with you the whole time. I just merely set up a precautionary for my son, who is very clearly twisted by a demonic presence.
Says the one using actual fiendish magic.
Yes. I already disclosed, yes, I have access to levels of fiendish magic. I did not lie about that. I said I have access to this. And of course, I wanted to ensure my safety from my son, who in all means I have not seen for so long, and I do not know the mental state of. I don't know how dangerous he was, and clearly I was right for my precautions. Are you saying that you wanted me to be shot and killed?
I don't wish that thing upon people with... But it sounds like if everything is to be accounted for, he had some good reasoning, considering how he was potentially treated.
Again, potentially treated. This is all the twisting of a demon lord. You understand this, right?
Who's to say the Demon Lord isn't twisting your side of the story?
Because I'm not
I'm
the
not
one
taking
who
100%
died and got
side.
resurrected as the demon lord's puppet. Look at him.
Funny thing about that.
puppets sent yours after us.
When we went to that inn that you set us up at,
Yes.
the Star Platinum had a tip about a fiend in our midst. So they tested our friend here. Not a fiend, instead a construct.
Okay. You're not a fiend.
Something ain't adding up here.
Something is not adding up indeed.
So,
Yes, I will question why the pendulum had interest in. I understand why the pendulum have interest in you, but their findings are even more interesting.
but
Lim,
first,
this could mean
they
so
said
much
they got a
more.
tip from someone, and the only one who would have known about it, as far as I know, would be you. I'm not directly accusing you.
I understand.
I don't have proof.
I completely understand. I totally acknowledge what that might look like. I apologize. I thought I was sending you to a safer part of the city. But I guess maybe someone caught wind of you from the docks. Those dockyards are always shady enough to look for some sort of buck, be that selling out some sort of poor soul. But I'm so glad you could make it, and I am more than happy to look past this attempt of my life.
What do you think, Lim?
We can go with that.
It's all about you anyway.
Oh,
So,
how wonderful. Now,
just-
please, do tell me. They did not find you a fiend? Please, do feel free to sit. Nezra herself makes her way past you all, getting relatively close. Don't worry. No magical tricks this time. I feel that you will understand, and I feel that you've already gotten all the frustration out of your system, Lim, I hope. And that my life is not as in risk as it once was when I met you out at that shop. I understand how shock can really alter someone's actions. I am a doctor, after all. Please, do sit. Nezra sits. Jitter walks past you, but she doesn't make eye contact with any of you. She more accurately makes effort not to.
Lem kind of grabs.
I'm staring daggers at her while shuffling my cards. I still don't trust her for as far as I can throw her.
Is she going to sit down, or is she just leaving the room?
Jitter's going to sit down.
Okay.
Do you still grab her? Or like
I'm
put a
trying
hand on her?
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
What I'd usually. I still want to grab her. Say. Yeah, Lem's gonna say. Remember me? Do I scare you?
Lim, you watch as a single bead of sweat drops down the side of her head. As you hear her voice very quietly go, "Hello, brother. It's good to see you after all this time."
Can Lem make a perception check real quick?
Sure.
Can someone roll for me? I'm where I cannot currently.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Let me pull up my perception quick.
14.
14. I think perception is proficiency. Let me sure. Never mind, it's a 14.
Okay. What are you trying to assess?
If there's any ulterior motives or reason behind why she's sweating.
Uh. You get a sense that she's scared of you. The fact that you're here and her mother here is here, she's afraid of her mother. You'd know that. But she's also afraid of you.
So, where's the rest of the family?
Oh, they're here or there.
May I ask why what happened?
Oh, you already know what happened, don't you? As soon as this whole thing popped up, this whole little game started having everyone on each other's throats. Literally. So they all fled off into their own little spot of the world to play the little death game. I can't say I'm so interested in it. I don't have interest in seeing people dead. I have more interest in what my lifelong passion has always been: medicine. I want to see people better. I don't want to see them hurt. Please, do tell me everything about your transformation. What happened to you, Lim? I really want to know. Let me meet my son again, if you would be so gracious. I want to learn. I want to know about you. I want to know what happened to my son. And that's where we'll end it today.
Don't even think.
Oh, hell. So then tells me next session's gonna get dicey.
Maybe.
Most likely.
I gotta go.
So until next time.
I also.
Good night. Receiving new transmission.